What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nonpfixion. This is Real Fan Sports, and I am one of two finalists that we'll have for this evening as we get along through the matchup of Dallas Mavericks versus Clippers. And Game 5, the best of three now, down to the best of three. Both teams tied series so far. But once again, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well as notification bell. Zach will be here shortly. He is finishing up some work from schoolwork that needs to be done in a timely manner. So we got to, school first, play later. But if you haven't already, hit that like button, share the stream. We're going to get live. They're still talking about the game hasn't started yet. The game will be starting in just a few moments. But what's good, Trey? Trey says, I'm still getting PTSD from the Pacers game, but we at home. We should win. Yeah, that game yesterday, bro, was kind of tough. It's kind of tough. I can understand if you were stressing about it. I can definitely understand. Trust. We are underway. Let me pull up. See, crypto. Uh-oh. My computer just froze. What is going on? Oh, wow. Oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I think that cleared it. Okay. After the tip off, first shot goes down by Kyrie Irving. So I couldn't see. Really? Sorry, brother. I know that was a. Oh. Why does it look like that? I'm going to put that to sleep right now. Harden with a long three, trying to beat the shot clock, and it's not going to go. It's going to be a shot clock violation for the Clippers. I can. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. Trey says, I got a question. What is itch.io game safe? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Trey. You got to give me a little more than the itch. I have no idea what that is. Harden with the rock. A little quick pass to Zubac. Zubac gets the easy two. And again, we are here in crypto.com arena for the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Dallas Mavericks. What up, Papa Sore? He said, what up, what up? I hope all is well with you, my friend. Luca. Quick pass. Paul George gets the rebound after the bad shot. Passes up to Harden. Harden to Zubac. Zubac for the easy jam over Kyrie. Now, if they're going to have Kyrie on Zubac, that's going to happen all game. I know it's a mismatch on the fast break, but still, the adjustment's got to be adjusted correctly. Luca drives through the defense, gets the shot up, pass up to Jones for the easy jam, number 55 of the Mavs. A great new addition to new but not really new addition to the team. Harden, another bounce pass to Zubac. Zubac to the corner for three to Terrence Mann is good. 7-6. He says it's kind of like Steam. Is it like Steam, or is it is just you can buy? Is it where you can download or buy games? Is that what you're talking about? Because Steam you can buy games, but what does it do though? What does it do? It's owned by Epic Games. Okay, but what does it do? That's the question. What does it do? Because what does it do depicts, what it can or can't do to your computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just a regular website, then um, if it's a regular website, then it probably doesn't do too much to the computer. But if it has like a bunch of games on it that you have to download or play, or you can play through the website, Harden gets called for the offensive foul with the push off against Luka Doncic. They have like horror games. Okay, so you want to know if you can be on that website on your computer, but you want to stream it. I'm assuming. I'm assuming you want to stream it. Is that what? Is that why you're asking? All right, Kyrie drives through the traffic, gets to pass up to Lively for the alley oop. Well, I mean, you need to see what it's doing to your computer when you're just on it without streaming. Like when you have it when you're on that website and you're playing games on there, is your computer moving slower than normal? Like you'll know if you'll feel the difference if you constantly use your computer, you'll feel the difference. Terrence Mann gets the pass to Zubac. Zubac with the easy little hook shot. 12-11. Luka looking to get the ball alive. He turns around for the jumper and just shoots it over Terrence Mann for the easy, easy turnaround jumper. Luka is moving a little bit slow. We know his knees. He has bad knee that's bothering him. Coffee drive to the paint. Quick bounce pass to Mann. Mann forgoes the layup. Gets to the baseline. Dribbles back pass to the paint with the reverse layup. Nice addition. So we got a foul call on Terrence Mann against, I believe, for Luka. You said it's running fast. I just need to delete some apps that came on the laptop. Well, make sure you're not deleting anything that the computer actually needs. Because there's something that come, they look like apps, but they're just programs. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be another file on Lively as we head to our first timeout and also commercial break. But yeah, if it's something that you're unsure of, search it, Google search it, and see if this is needed for your laptop to function properly. But if you can use it, if you can use the website fine, if you use the website fine, you might be able to stream it. But you also remember, if you're not hardwired for your internet and your Wi-Fi, that can also cause an issue because when you try to stream, it's trying to send out a signal, not a hardwired signal. It's sending out a Wi-Fi signal as you're trying to download and play the game through the internet. So that itself can cause your computer to slow down while you're streaming. So it's pulling the game in for you to play, sending that information that you're doing on your computer. It's relaying that back to the website, but your computer is also pulling in signal, sending signal back out to the different servers to send it to Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're streaming to. So you're doing all these different processes. You know what I'm saying? So you have to. So that in itself could cause everything to slow down or freeze or just cause your stream to shut down. Russian Skittle, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Says, as a 76ers fan, the Game 5 nearly put me into cardiac arrest tomorrow. I'm so hyped but nervous. Oh, yeah, you guys are lucky, bro. That should have been the end of it right there. That should have been the end of it. You got lucky that a young team in the playoff type situation didn't understand how to play that scenario properly. And then like it was the missed free throw by Hart, the miscommunication by Brunson with Hartenstein. If not for those two moments, you guys lose the game. But then also, if the referees don't call a few BS calls, then you lose the game as well. But Tyrese is officially the leader of the team. Oh yeah, I've been saying that since last year. I've been saying he should be the top. It's his team. When Joel went out last season, 2 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, I felt like it was Tyrese's team because Tyrese is the reason why they got to the playoffs. I don't think Embiid has enough heart to be honest with you to be the team leader. So that's why I've been saying that for a long time. I always felt that for how big he is physically, he's too soft. So there was a challenge off of. Hold on, let's see. So Lively drives, goes across over. He does hit what looks like James Harden in the face, but I think he hits his beard because his beard sticks out so much. His beard sticks out so much that it looks like he hits him in the face. And there is slight contact, but the review and the questions by Dallas, they lose the challenge, and of course they lose the timeout. Embiid is the worst player during the crunch time. Oh yeah, yeah, because he looks for the wrong things. He doesn't look to dominate. He looks to get the call. And in the season, during the season, that works 70% of the time, right? But in the playoffs, the whistle is a different whistle, which it shouldn't be, but it is. Kyrie to Luca. Luca gets the screen by Lively, drives past Zubac, gets a shot up, misses, gets his own rebound and gets the putback. Excuse me. Do I have to? Oh, I do got the right score. Luca steals the ball from Zubac. Luca to Kyrie. Kyrie gets to the elbow, passes back out to Luca. Luca step back over Zubac. The ball rims out. Crazy how Maxi is the smallest player on the court but plays the biggest game. Sometimes that's what happens, man. Sometimes it happens. That's why they like when they talk about athletes, heart is not the physical side of the player. You know what I'm saying? Lively gets the rebound to the missed shot. Kyrie gets the shot, misses. Washington gets scrambles for the shot, and Kyrie misses a third time in a row. But I think he got hit on the elbow by Harden with no call. They shouldn't have settled for three back to back 3 pointers. They should have reset because the second time they hit the rim, so that was a whole new clock. George dribbles around Lively, gets gets batted from the back. Luca to Kyrie, Kyrie back to Luca. Cross court pass ends up back in Luca in Irvin's hands. Irving to Jones. Jones unguarded shoots a three from the corner. It's good. Both teams pretty much shooting at a high clip, above 50% for both teams. Let's see. He said crazy how you said that already. He said what was Kyrie aiming at? Who knows, bro? Who knows? I honestly think he was expecting a contact, so he just throwing it up there because there was the aim on that was off 100%. I don't think I've ever seen him be that off unless he gets contacted. Don't forget to vote in the poll. Is that Stacy's mom song? Oh, I keep forgetting I gotta open this. Skittle says, "Remember back when players were loyal for their teams? Now it feels like all the 30+ players are bouncing from the team." Well, I mean, the difference in that too is, hold on one second. Okay. I mean, that's always been a thing. I used to have a, a strong thought on it. You know what I'm saying? Where why players aren't loyal, but at the same time, it's not even always the player's fault. Sometimes it's the team's fault. It's the ownership's fault because they might get a new young player in who is what they want as their future. So, do you still expect the older player to stick around and not be part of the fold, not be part of the scheme, just so they can be loyal to a team when most teams in sports are not loyal to athletes whatsoever? That's why it's funny. Like they expect fans to be loyal, but when fans voice their opinions about certain players to not get rid of certain players, and they still do it, they're not loyal to us. They're loyal to their bottom line. And sometimes they say, "Oh, it's about creating winning culture." Well, if your team's been losing for 30+ years, you've never been about a winning culture because you've never been willing to put in the money to do the winning culture. So people got to remember, these teams are businesses. As much as we want them to just to be our favorite sports team, step back three for Harden, it's good. It's a business. And so the players have to also treat it like a business and not just about their friends. So, do I like it? No, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. So I just have to say, Carmelo Anthony looks like a stereotypical basketball player. I don't know what that really means, but okay. Damn, Lively went up high for an easy dunk. All right, Harden, guarded by Lively. 3:55 to go in the first quarter. Drives to the right side, hits the corner, looks the floater, looks for the foul call, but doesn't get it. Ball bounces out, rebounds Kyrie. Kyrie gets it to Luka. Luka's going to walk it down. Gets to the paint. Passes out to Jones Jr. Jones Jr. for another three. No good. Rebound Terrence Mann. Mann's going to walk it down. Looks to get it to Harden. Harden guarded by Luka. Little cross-court pass ends up in Harden's hands. Harden jukes to the right, jukes to the left. Pass the ball to Coffee. Coffee for the three. Bad assignment recall by Kyrie, with Kyrie on the bench, of course. So you see him on the bench. I don't know why he even plays basketball anymore. He needs to be a coach. I just got to add with Julius Erving. What the F? He looks unrecognizable today. I didn't see it. So I don't know. Do you hate bandwagon fans? Even when the Sixers were terrible, I tried to like another team, but it just felt wrong. Harden. Jones with the aggressive dunk off of the cherry picking play by Luka and Jones Jr. Paul George. I'll answer your question in a second. Pass out to Mann. Mann pushes off. Gets Kleba. Luka with the rebound after the missed floater. Luka. Guarded by Coffee. Step back. Drives. Step backs again. Rattles out. Harden with the rebound. Gets it to George. George. Step back in front of Kleba. Rattles out. Lively with the rebound. Another pass off to Luka. Luka to Kyrie. Kyrie. Transition three. Oh, rims out. Do you hate bandwagon fans? Even when the Sixers were terrible, I tried to like another team, but it just felt wrong. Unfortunately, things like fantasy sports create bandwagon fans. They create bandwagon fans. So it's one of those things. But fantasy sports has done exactly what the NBA and NFL has wanted them to do. It has nothing to do with the fantasy for them. It's the fact that it makes people watch games of teams they would normally not watch because now they're invested in those players. So in turn, it has created bandwagon fans or just single player fans, which is when you look at Lakers. Like, take Lakers for example. A lot of people who are LeBron fans are not Lakers fans. They're LeBron fans. So now they're inherently Lakers fans, even though a lot of them were Cleveland fans. Some were Miami fans. Some were, the high school he went to. They watched him from high school. So they just follow him. They don't care about the team he's on. Those are all inherently all bandwagon fans. But then you have some people who just like sports. They'll have a particular team. Paul George gets the foul, throws it up at the glass, no good. But it's going to be a foul call against Kleber, I believe. So, I mean, do I dislike them? Not necessarily. But do I like them? Not necessarily. But I do know, like, for instance, with the Warriors, because of their fame, the bandwagons are the reason why their tickets are sold in the new stadium. Because the new stadium is too expensive. So, bandwagons pay processing fees. They travel to the team. They travel to the games. I think there's a place for everybody, Westbrook has been a little better on the Clippers, definitely better than his Lakers run. Well, the crazy thing about it, before the situation with the Lakers erupted, he was playing some of his best ball, and then they got rid of him. Said Luka won a Magic Luka wannabe Magic Doncic. Why you say wannabe? There's only so much you can do right now with a bum leg. Paul George up and under, gets blocked. Kleber with the rebound, gets it up to Exum. I don't know how to say his last name. I think it's Exum. Luka the Kleber for three off the front of the rim, no good. Coffee with the rebound. Gets it to Norman Powell. Powell jukes. Oh, gets a shot up, but it's no good. That'd have been nice. Powell trying to hit his best Jamal Crawford, like they said, his best Jamal Crawford rendition. Who is that? Plumlee blocks a shot, or maybe he just blocked the defender, the player. Who is that guy? Hold on a second. Let me see what the hell this is. Last second shot is up before the half. Dallas still up by one though as we go into the end. The end of one. I know I say end of half, but sorry, I mean end of one. Let me see. I need to do. So let's go Clippers, break the curse. Probably not. Oh, what is using? Oh, Canva's open. I didn't know Canva was open. Close that. What else is open that's not supposed to be open? Close that. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see. It says probably not. Okay, then if they win, you owe me some chicken nuggets. No. No. That's not how this works. It's not how this works at all. I'm gonna give you something. pay for something for you for a bet that I even want to do. Okay, so the CPU did go down. Is he in there or no? I wonder if I'm sending multiple processes. So it really is. How do I tame this down? Feature. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to fix something. Show cashback badges. Turn it off. That's that. Close that. Okay, but right now that's okay. Close that page, leave that open, pull that back up. Okay. So Dante Exum is his name, huh? I was like, who is that? What? Exum, huh? That's an interesting name. That is a very interesting name. You said, and wait, say not the Denver Nuggets. You WNBA ad. I don't recommend the NBA app. You said WNBA ad. What's wrong with the WNBA ad? Are you one of those people? Are you one of those? One of those people? Yeah, I said those people. All right, Plumlee at the line, shooting free throws. After missing one, we're up to 27. Exum with the rock, guarded by Powell. Hands off to Green. Green back to Exum. Still waiting, guarded by Westbrook now. Pass is going to be knocked away by Terrence Mann. Ball goes on the basket. Remain Dallas ball. It's going to be 5 seconds on the shot clock. 10:52 left in the second quarter currently. 27-25. Dallas up by 2. Luka. I mean, not Luka, but Kyrie barely gets it in. Drive. Easy layup. Wait. Did they change the score? They changed the score. Norman Powell. Nice little drive. FWB hates fun. Even women don't think it's entertaining. Stop it, bro. So you've surveyed that many women to know that women don't think it's entertaining? Or you're just saying a talking point from somebody else you heard? Which one is it? Because it definitely is entertaining. Just because you can't name five doesn't mean it's not entertaining. It just means that you don't take time to learn. You take time to learn NBA stuff. That's on you. That doesn't mean it's not entertaining. Basket interference by Plumlee. Don't use other people's talking points to try to make points, though. Matter of fact, we're going to remove that. Luka to Lively. Long pass out. Cleveland with another three. Cleveland finally actually making shots. Doing more than what he has done in the past. Powell gets the ball knocked out of bounds in our main Clippers ball. Maybe you should learn 5 NBA players' names. Powell at the free throw line. Hits the first. All right. Cleveland with another three. That's crazy. It's the best Cleveland has ever looked. Harden sidesteps Luka. Shot is up. Is no good, but gets his own rebound. Now guarded by Irving. Right outside the paint. Looks to back him down. Cross-court pass to man. Luka with the closeout. Man gets a shot up. It's good over Kleba. Great patience by Terrence Mann on that series right there. Terrence Mann with 9 points. Luka bringing it down. Guarded by Man. Crosses over Man. Gets to the elbow. Now drives to the paint. Gets a shot up. It's going to be and one. He gets the foul. Oh, they took it away? I think that should be and one. That should be an and one. Now they're arguing about the points right now. Listen, it's okay to be the 8% of people on this planet who enjoy the WNBA, but I'm wondering, you said 8%. That's funny. So they're trying to argue that Luka's foot was still on the ground, even though going off of how Luka shoots, a lot of his shots, his 1 foot is still on the ground. He does a lot of one-legged shots. But they are going to give him the points as they argue the point that it's going to count. Another missed shot. Yes, 8%. If you're being realistic, 4%. Have you seen the parade after they won the championship? You said there was people there. I saw the championship for Las Vegas Aces. I watched it. I even posted video from it on our page. Just because it's not like the NBA, you got to understand how young still the WNBA actually is. It takes time. The NBA went through the NBA went through their ups and downs where nobody believed in it either. You say I see some Lakers jerseys at Clippers home game. Well, Trey, they do share the same stadium, so that's kind of like expected. That's not new at all. It's been the same. That's been happening for over 20 plus years, bro. Plumlee looks to back down Cleaver, hands out to Man. Man drives to the paint with the floater over Exum. Luca definitely slow playing since the knee injury. Step back over Harden, passes it, swing. Shot is gonna go out of bounds off of the fingertips of Terrence. I thought it was off of Terrence Mann. Yeah, it's off of Terrence Mann. 41-35 the score. So we're gonna take a TV timeout, and I'm gonna take a timeout because I'm gonna go grab some more water. Be right back. Be right back, guys.
She bouncing it. She bouncing it. She bouncing it. She bouncing it again. She bouncing it again. She bouncing it really quick. She bounced again. She around and bouncing. She bouncing. She bouncing. She bounced again. She bounced real quick. She's ready to jump in. She bounced again. She bounced again.
George to Powell. Powell misses a three. Luka with the rebound. Skies over Plumlee. And the layup, looking for the and one, but doesn't get it. Does not get it. Stop. God damn it. Open it. Luka with 13 points already. Paul George weaves through the defense. Easy layup just from his ability, his strength, not strength, but his length. Luka misses a shot. Rebound tipped by Powell to George. George is going to bring it down. Guarded by Jones. Drives to the paint. Passes out to Man. Man looks to get it down bottom to Zubac. Zubac the up and under, gets the foul call on Lively. And one. So just waiting for it to finish uploading. Taking forever last time. No worries, no worries. Okay, stun locked. I don't know what stun locked. What are you talking about? What are you referring to? Makes the free throw. Irvin's going to bring it down. Swings it off, looking to get it to Luka. Gets it to Luka's hand. Luka gets it to Jones. Jones forgoes a three. Gets it back to... Actually, it's a lot. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Gafford tried to dunk on all the Clippers except Terrence Mann. Like, he went up high over Zubac, Paul George, and James Harden. And they had to push him to the ground so he wouldn't finish that dunk. But it's a clear foul. Clear foul. Foul on Zubac. I'm not saying the girls are unskilled, but it is being this talented worth being unknown and so untalented. Wait, what? I'm not saying the girls are unskilled, but it's being this talented worth being unknown and so untalented. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You just sound like a hater. Like, you honestly just sound like a hater. That's what you sound like. You saying... So you're saying instead of following your dreams, that you should just go and work some regular ass jobs instead of following your dreams. I mean, if everybody had that same mindset, a lot of people would achieve the things that people have achieved in the world. It doesn't make any sense. Pass to Zubac. Harden tried to throw a alley, did not work. Luka gets tripped by Terrence Mann. There's going to be a loose ball foul against Terrence Mann on Luka. Hot take: Ja Morant isn't that good of a dunker. I mean, it depends on what are you looking for in a dunker. I mean, he definitely gets up high and can dunk on almost anybody. Just depends on what you're looking for. What comment did I miss? Because you just deleted the one I read. So sorry, but you missed a huge comment of why I know likey LGTP. I mean, okay, erase that comment too. So you're not only you just sound very, very. That comment sounds ignorant when you say stuff like that. Like, don't do that. Not every woman in the WNBA is homosexual. Like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man. That's yeah. Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful to those women, man. Don't do that. You can untime with Trey. You can untime out. You don't time out. So I just want you to understand that. Yeah, I mean, I just want you to understand. Though I am a man, I, for one, do believe in representation because I'm a black man. So I don't talk down on people regardless of how I feel about what they do because everybody deserves some form of representation. So if you don't like something, just say you don't like it. You don't have to go into that point of view of it. And that comment is the reason why men in NFL and NBA don't come out the closet as being gay because of comments like that. Because if you think that there is no homosexual men in NBA or NFL, you are sorely wrong. There's a lot more than you think. Trust me. Just don't have a better take than that, man. That's just not a cool take. Luka hits both free throws. It's gonna be a quick reach in foul and a quick whistle. The foul's gonna be on Jones Jr., who definitely doesn't agree with it. But it's your first, brother. It's your first. 3 minutes to go in the second. You should be fine. Zubac to Coffee to Harden. They guard in that pocket, which we all know Harden does not like. Quick pass to Man. Man gets to the paint, shot up. Should be a foul on the contact, but no foul. But he does get the shot to drop. So 48-44 is the current score. Stop opening, please. Thank you, Trey. Though I know you did do your job, so I'm not upset at you at all. But it's more so if he's still there. I don't know. He might have left because of what I said, but I don't mind having a open dialogue. I just prefer people to come with logic based. You know what I'm saying? Logic based reasoning, not just because you don't like the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? Like. It just hurts your argument when that's the point of view that you come from. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just I don't know, man. I don't know. What up, sir? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know if you're talking to me because I can barely hear you. Trey, did you go by that pawn shop? See if there's anything else left there that you could possibly use? That's funny. Yeah, my eyes. Nope, all the PC is gone. Oh, okay. Oh, so with your actual setup, with your PC setup or your laptop setup, whatever you're using, are you're using Wi-Fi? Are you unable to plug in directly, or it's just too far away from where you're at? Okay, you're in and you're hot.
I'm in and I'm out. Oh, was it just not refreshing right?
Huh? I said you're in and you're hot. Like your mic is hot.
Oh. I think you said in and I'm out.
Oh, no.
What? Why Skittle get
It's raining like crazy here.
Oh, is it? I said why Skittle get timed out? What he did?
It's raining hella bad. Oh, just his comments just was unnecessary.
Oh, I got you.
44-48. 241. Another corner three by Max Kleba, who is the savior of the game right now, I'd say, which is kind of weird to say. It's weird to say those words. Kleba and savior all in one comment is just kind of weird. Kleba with 12 points, his fourth three-pointer. .221. I might have to leave that room and come back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try.
I'm gonna bounce out and come back because I could be affecting you. So let me bounce out and come back. We'll do a full close. I might cut him off, you guys. So give me a second. Okay. Okay, you look smoother. Yeah, you look smoother.
Cool.
So I'm about to buy. So I'm about to buy own Wi-Fi that I can plug into my laptop, so I don't have to. So you're buying. Wait, you're buying your own line of internet? Is that what you're saying? Because Wi-Fi, you don't necessarily plug into your internet. Wi-Fi is what you receive a signal for. So you're going to get your own internet line. Yeah, that's just the internet itself. I don't have to use my mom and dad. Yeah, if you have your own internet, you should have a much better signal. You know, what internet provider do you guys use that's in your area?
Oh,
Luka, Harden dribbles around, gets around Luka, which kind of makes sense. Luka has a bad leg, so it shouldn't be that hard to get around him right now. Harden gets the rebound. Getting a little bounce pass. Almost stolen, but picked up by Westbrook, who drives, gets it to Plumlee. Plumlee couldn't get the putback.
Oh, got to get the finish there, man.
Very close. Another tall guy that just doesn't. Woo!
Irving! Uh-oh!
Nice dunk. You said you're getting fiber? We got Xfinity. Oh, God. We're about to switch to Verizon. Okay. I haven't had Verizon like in-home internet, so I'm not sure how that works, but yes. I will say it over and over again. Get away from Xfinity. Xfinity is a crap service and a crap company. Yes, I said it. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Verizon fiber, but they've been one of the first to have fiber, so I know it should be good, I'm assuming. Kyrie, jumper.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
How's the game been so far?
It's been back and forth for the most part. I mean, of course, Dallas being 56, of course, they pulled away for a little bit, but it's really been back and forth. The Clippers, Dallas has hit some really good three-pointers. That's what kind of helped them out.
Yeah, helped take him there.
Woo!
Yeah. He said, hell no.
For at bad, we're going back to Verizon. We still have the old Verizon cable box. Do you really? So damn, had to watch 2 30-second ads back to back to get on stream. Did you really? I haven't. Oh wait, did they change something?
That's crazy. I haven't had that in a minute.
Oh.
Not for a live stream, at least. Edited content, I'll get that every now and then.
Yeah. Maybe because they see that we've gotten so many damn views in the last like 4 days. They're like, oh yeah, we throwing ads on their stuff.
Right.
They get ads for real.
Press the ad button, right? They try to do y'all dirty. Don't take that up with us. Take that up with the red guy.
He said watching on purpose to help you. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, brother.
TG at the line.
Every little bit counts, man. Every little bit counts.
I don't even technically think it matters like that. Like if you watch the whole ad or if you skip it, it just to be there is all that matters. Isn't that like
Yeah,
an old
I
wives'
forgot
tale?
how
If you
much
actually
you need
watch
to watch
it
for a
matters?
YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I think it's you have to watch a certain amount. I think it's a certain amount you watch for it to really count toward the channel. I don't know if you have to watch the whole thing. I'm not sure.
PG go 2 for 2 for the line. 12 seconds to go in the half. 10-point game. Kyrie bringing it down. Luka with it, guarded by Russ. He's gonna get the switch. He's gonna shoot the long tray ball. It's gonna be no good. I'll tell you what, man. After writing all that paper, doing all that dang homework, I can really use a beer. And why is it every time I have a big assignment, I don't think about getting beer before I get home, and my mom's got the car.
I was gonna say she got the car.
She got the car, man, and it also makes me wonder how the hell back in high school did I used to do all those assignments and not get a beer after a good successful day. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I deserve to be rewarded right now. And I thought it was just a me problem, but I was talking to my friend Jordan, and he don't even really be drinking like that. And I messaged him. I was like talking about it, and he goes, bro, the whole time I was in class studying after I got my job, he goes, I pull up my books, get my laptop, put the kids to bed, and drink a 6-pack and study. And I'm like, okay, I'm not alone. I said, okay, I'm not alone. Got it. All right. I feel a little less bad about myself. I was like, you don't even drink. I was like, perfect. Okay.
That's too funny.
What's good, Maz? So you saying I can skip it? I mean, you can do it. You can do whatever your heart desires, Maz. Trey said, hey, I just got a what break for ads, get 30 minutes of free video or get YouTube Premium free. Well, hey, look, guys, if y'all want to get YouTube Premium, we actually get extra if you have YouTube Premium.
If you have YouTube Premium, we do get, and you watch our videos, we do get effects from that.
Yeah. But we also do not have YouTube Premium, so
Well, I have. I'm on somebody's account. I don't have my own account. I'm on somebody's account because they know I do the reactions over there. So it keeps it from me. It keeps me from having to have ads in my reactions. That's the first time I've seen that where they offered free premium through the ads. That's pretty. I mean, that's cool. If they, I wonder how long is it for? Did it not add timestamps?
Give me uno second.
Yeah.
Call my mom real quick.
Yeah, you good. We on commercial right now anyway. So did I not add? Oh, I do have timestamps. Oh, it is there. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I know it. Said they tried to be Spotify. No, they've been had premium. Says, what country is Luka even from? I forget what the country is. Is that what it is?
I think it's Slovenia.
Here, I have the thing open right now. Let me see. Does it say?
Yeah, Slovenia. Don't ask me how to pronounce the city, but I can pronounce the country. It's like LJUB, LJA. I know that LJ combination is pronounced differently, but I couldn't even begin to guess at what or how.
I have to know how this is pronounced.
Oh man. Ooh, all right. Mine says Serbia. You thinking of Jokic, brother? JK, I know all 198 countries. We knew you did, Skittle. My bad. We knew you were just testing us. Have you tried the Circle water bottle? I've never tried it. I've seen it.
It's Ljubljana.
Ljubljana? Okay.
Ljubljana.
Ljubljana.
So it's like pronounced with LOOBLJANA. Bleanuh. Ljubljana.
Interesting. Zach
Doesn't
said,
even look like that.
no, not at all. That's why I'm just like, all right, sounds good. I believe you. Zach Potato said, what up, Zach? He said there are actually 199 countries. You could tell me there's 300, and I'd be like, sure. Like, I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm not in school no more, so I don't know. And hey, you know, I know one. I know one, the one I live in. Yes, that's an American ass answer. And I'm okay with that.
It's South Sudan. Oh, what did they become their own country?
What did
recently? I think I actually did hear that.
I have seen it so many times. I do want to try it. Yeah, they have that one. It's another one that's based off of your smell, which actually looks really interesting. Always knew of Luka because of Goran Dragic. He used to be in Miami Heat social, saying there's a young kid from back home who's going to tear up the NBA when he gets here. I believe that. I do believe that. I also love the WNBA more salary caps than points per season.
That's too funny.
Zach Spale says South Sudan. Is that where you're from, Zach?
No, ain't no way.
All right.
Skill set. I've been to 82 countries. Cap. 82. That's a lot, man. I think I've only been to 2. Yeah, I think I've only been to 2. I'm trying to think if we went into Canada whenever we went to New York when I was a kid. I don't think we did. I think we were thinking about it, but we end up not doing it.
Yeah, I've only been basically Mexico and the top part of Mexico, basically on trip, and America. I haven't been nowhere else. That's the one thing
I want to do it at some point in my life, but it's hard, man. It's hard getting out there. And the thing is, when you go out there, it's got to be a good part of your life where you can actually stay out there for a while. You know what I mean? Like, you either got to be saved up going into school, or like just getting out, haven't got hired yet, or retired. Like, yeah, your options are limited.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna go to Europe, spend all the money to go to Europe to go for 1 week, man. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go for at least at a minimum 2, but really I'd like to go for like a month and just explore around.
Guess where I'm from? I think you said it. Might have said I've only been to 1 Australia. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I'm from Illinois. Okay. A little Fighting Illini.
I got family up in Illinois, Zach. What part of Illinois? North,
Drake, and Quavo got bodied by a singer. That's funny. Yeah, the Chris Brown diss track was actually pretty good. It was actually a good song.
I haven't kept up with any of it yet. I want to go back and listen to it. I just haven't. I lost my Spotify, and so I just haven't listened to any music at all lately, like none. But Zealandia. Look up Zealandia. I'm just trying to figure out like if it's close to. Is that a continent? It says.
I listened to Kendrick diss on Drake, and he has it's
like 8 continents.
His voice sounds too sexy for this track. That's too funny. It's like a YouTube music. I mean, you can just go into the.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just, I just try not to have any. I'm trying to get rid of some of my monthly bills, man. I always like 2 to 3 times a year. I just go and do a clean wipe of everything, and then I'll go and resubscribe whenever I feel like I really need to.
Yeah,
like, I dropped everything except for the things I use every day. Spotify's lit if you listen to a lot of music, and like especially whenever I was working out and stuff, it was really helpful. But
I never wanted to pay for it, so I'm like, I'm not paying for it. I'm not gonna deal with their ads. So I just create my own playlists on YouTube.
Yeah, none worse than an ad whenever you're like middle of your set. So it's like that's the main reason. especially whenever we used to get locked in and we were like, if I worked out with a group and stuff like that, it's like you couldn't wait for the ad to go away and start. It's like you had to start once you were up. And yeah, so I was like, and when I trained too, because I used to use it when I trained. Not as much anymore though.
Oh, okay.
2016 Drake, 2023 Drakesha, 2024 Return to Drake. Watch him clap back.
He's gonna clap back with what, a pitcher? Dude, his clapbacks aren't that good when it goes against actual lyricists. They're not that good. He needs to hire better ghostwriters.
Said Chris Brown can actually rap if he wanted to.
Oh,
I feel like he should. He definitely can. He definitely should have rode the R&B train. It actually sucks that there are like no true R&B singers anymore, or no relevant ones, I guess, or mainstream ones. Such a missed genre.
There's only like the females right now are controlling R&B. Most of the men they've been pushed into the mumble rap, because mumble rap basically they harmonize when they're rapping. So it's like, if you want to sing, just sing.
Just sing.
Like, just sing.
Skittle said, Mozzie, are you from Australia or you only traveled there? Taylor said Drake has to do show that picture of him naked again and he'll win. I didn't see it, man. I made sure to stay off the computer, but I was hearing nonstop. People in the gym were talking about it, and I'm like, oh my god! I was like, that stuff really went crazy, huh?
Yeah, I heard about it like days or weeks later because I had no idea. Because I don't care about Drake. It says all Drake has to do. Only people who called out Drake are Budden, Meek Mill, and Brown. They all have horrible disses. The Meek Mill one wasn't bad. It could have been better, but Meek Mill's not really. He's a mixtape artist. Budden was trying to recapture something that he lost over 12 years ago. And Chris Brown probably wasn't one of his better discs, but he can. I knew he was talented since he got into the game, though. Since he was like 16, I knew he was hella talented. Okay, good. If you were Australian, you would have never seen me in this chat again. Oh, well, yeah. We definitely got some Australians in this chat, bro. You just don't know which ones they are. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Said most of the men are at P. Diddy's house. That's funny. That's the second biggest. The biggest maybe is Markiplier OnlyFans. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I was reading something people talk about it. I was like, Markiplier opened OnlyFans? And I heard he made a hell of a killing. Every time I think of OG Drake, I think about Forever. Ironic because we watching NBA. Oh, because it was big with NBA highlights for a long ass time.
That was one of my favorite albums of his. I thought that was a super underrated album.
What's on that album? I know individual songs. I don't know albums. Couldn't even tell you.
Let me make sure I'm talking about the right one. But it's the one with "Miss Me" with Nicki. Whenever she still actually rapped.
Oh, okay.
They're all. I liked all of them. It's the "Thank Me Later" album.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not the right album with when Forever came out. Forever was released as a single. I don't even know if it came out.
Unless Forever was on one of his first mixtapes. Because remember, his first couple stuff were mixtape songs.
I'm trying to remember what album.
Boston officially moves forward. Which is not surprising, We all expected it. They got a gentleman sweep. I expected a sweep.
I don't know if it is. I think it was just a single. Yeah, I think it was just a true single. That's one thing you don't have anymore. It's just true singles anymore.
Well, singles usually are always all part of something, like either a mixtape that's getting promo through radio, or what are they called? I forgot what it's called, but there's like an EP that could be part of EP. So the EPs don't count against your catalog for albums. So if they don't do well, they don't count against you.
So according to this person on Reddit, the song was originally made for a soundtrack and not an actual album.
Okay.
And then
That makes sense.
and yeah, I think they just decided to release it as just a pure single, but it was put on the Refill album by Eminem. So they did have an album version of it that was on Eminem's thing. They probably were fighting over who got the property from it, considering it was all of them. It wasn't a feature. There was no feature. It was by all 4 artists. It's kind of similar to how what's his name? Give me a second. I'll think of it.
So if you're a guy and you've seen Drake's shiz, in my eyes, you're an alphabet person. If you just seen it, I don't mean nothing, because you never watch a movie that had a scene and a guy's penis was in the scene. Especially if you watch a lot of movies, you've seen somebody's Johnson before. It says Russian Skittle logos. We need back old Raptors, Rockets, and Clippers. I honestly don't remember the old Clippers logo.
Oh, I remember that.
The
It was
definitely
KSI
that one.
was the one I was thinking of. KSI had that song with Lil Wayne, but it's not a feature. It is a Lil Wayne and KSI song. So it goes on both of their catalogs. And that was like a big thing because KSI was trying to do what he was doing without any features, like without trying to rely on a feature. And I actually really like that song too. I don't really like any of his music, but I did like that one.
It actually wasn't a bad record. That wasn't a bad record. I think he had like maybe like 2 or 3 songs I thought was pretty decent.
He's so stupid, Mozzie. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but probably shouldn't be said. But he's stupid. Skittle said, logos we need back, old Raptors, Rockets, and Clippers logo. I don't remember the old Clippers logo. I definitely agree with the Raptors. I like the Rockets logo, though. Tracy, I can't stand Sexy Red. I can't stand her either, bro. I don't understand the hype.
I don't know. That song she has, I'm like, why is that song a hit? Like, why is that a hit? That's a terrible song.
Skill said, do you like Drakesha or Drake, or like OG more? Nas not really a Drake fan at all. I mean, I miss old Drake. Like after Take Care, he went downhill for me. After Take Care album, I like this stuff prior to that though.
Like there's bits and pieces of Drake that I think is pretty decent. I think him trying to be gangster is not his avenue. Like, don't try to be gangster. Because when I test your gangster and you have to back down in front of a crowd, then you're going to want to hurt somebody. You want to try to hurt somebody through some other means. But it's not gangster. Stop it.
No one would ever be able to test his gangster because he's always going to be around people that'll handle it for him. Like, you ain't going to catch him by himself.
Yeah.
He's hiding behind a facade of other people in power. You know? And he has relationships with other people because of who he is, not because he's actually about that kind of stuff. You're from Canada, my friend.
You would have never known those dudes. If not for him going to be in Houston first, before he got a Lil Wayne in them, if not for them, like he would never been discovered.
Corner 3, coffee. No good.
Halftime, everybody cold. DJ Khaled's literally propaganda. He proved he can't make beats or be a DJ which is in his name. Hysterical.
Was it proven that he can't make
beats?
The best
singer is DJ Khaled. I don't know about you said the best singer. Hysterical. If you think he's the best singer, we need to get your ears fixed.
I like what DJ Khaled did. I know some people didn't like how he went about it. But like I like how DJ Khaled was able to bring
Every
different.
Time you start talking,
together.
I have to hear you in the stream.
Oh my bad. I'll try closing out, come back in. I'll finish this statement. I'll do that. But I'll say I like what DJ Khaled did because I actually enjoy how
the way he brought people together was
different artists together that you would never think would work, but somehow it would. That's what I liked about him.
What up, Halder? Said, yo, guys, you reckon me or remember me? I'm back. Yeah, we remember talking to you the other day. Hold on, let's see. DJ Khaled. I can't even scroll back up. So, you know, okay. DJ Khaled is literally the propaganda. He proves he can't make beats. Where did you see that too, Russian Skittle? But he is fire on the wooden guitar though. That's terrible. The wooden guitar. I don't know what that is. Here we go. Trying to bring you back in.
Well, if you could have heard me, Howder, I was
you're
saying,
loud
of course we recognize you, brother. Appreciate you for coming back. How you been, man? How's your day been? Only thing he says
Trey
is
the Wave
another
says
one.
she ruined Holly Berry for me now. I watched music videos. It was cool. It had all 2,000 people with Soulja Boy and Drake. That sounds like there's multiple statements in one. Why did she ruin Holly Berry? And you watch music videos. Good for you. Good for you. Zach the Potato says he said he's never made a beat because they've used Marshmello in most of his songs he's in. You mean because they use Marshmello to produce
He's
the beat?
in. He's
Is that what you're
in
saying?
some of them. Yeah, he's in some of them. He's not in all of them, though.
But what's good, Holder? Because I doubt that he's in all of them.
Look away,
'Cause
sure.
that would mean that he ain't made no money, and we know he made money because he has multiple businesses in that big ass mansion. Even if he's leasing it, you still got to pay for
in
it.
Miami. Boy on jet
He made some
skis.
money somewhere. Yeah, it's expensive.
Skittle said, Kyrie is technically Allen Iverson, but in the
only
modern
thing he said
era.
is another one.
Yeah, that's another one.
I don't know. There could be some similarities.
Oh man, I just
Kyrie
realized
might.
that.
I think Kyrie might have a bigger bag than Allen Iverson.
I swear, every single time I get
My
I
favorite
do an
partners.
update, my
How
sounds
are we doing
don't,
today? What up, Skylar?
don't switch
Yeah.
over. It just had an update and all my sounds again.
Oh, for your
Yeah, I gotta go in and manually switch them all back to where y'all can hear them. I was playing. I kept playing this the whole time,
Another one.
and nobody was saying anything. And I'm like, "What the heck?"
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, is it not working?
Didn't hear that at all. Harden hits both free throws. So we have 59 to 50 currently. But again, what's up, Skylar?
What's up, baby? This is ridiculous. There needs to be I need to call Elgato and say there needs to be a highlight thing where I can highlight all of these and do what I gotta do so I don't have to go one by one. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had more than this.
So, that's not a foul. Kyrie hit the ball first. Oh, you're good. And what's old boy's name? Coffee fell on top of Kyrie. That's not a foul. That's a clean. That's all clean. Coffee falls on top of Kyrie. Kyrie doesn't even touch Coffee unless it's on his back. That's BS. His third foul going to Kyrie. Kyrie still with only 6 points. Russian says DJ Khaled TikToks are so random but funny. He's a comedic genius. Doncic on the block, looking a little slow getting up. Harden loses his dribble, falls to the turf. I heard the knocking. Kyrie off gets a shot up, falls to the ground. Quick foul on Zubac.
I got Skylar with that really bad. The other day, she got the
Did you really?
Discord call and I used it. Or no, she was
Yeah.
at the house and I used it. And she freaked the hell out. Zach, have you tried Prism Live yet? I haven't, man. I looked at it. My thing is I'd be willing to try it if we had a gap in time where we weren't doing something. Like if we took a couple weeks break, then I would download and try it. But right now we're pumping things out, and I don't want to have to go in and bring all the different data all over there, do all that crap. That stuff takes a couple hours in of itself. We have so much stuff on our OBS. What up, Cody? How you doing, brother?
I think I need to clear out some, redo my OBS, but I can't do it until we have a break.
Let's see. Worst coach?
I was talking
to
one of the guys in the OBS Discord.
Were you?
And he's like, I'm gonna need some. Yeah, I was talking. I'm gonna need a few days where I probably have to erase everything and start from scratch.
Chilling at work tonight and sleeping. Well,
And
at least you have a slow day at work. So
you said, "Don't
Good old
you ever
night
put me
shift,
on
man.
time out again with despicable things." Well, first, your threats are hollow threats. I will put you on timeout, or Trey will put you on timeout whenever we tell him to. So, you know, no shallow threats is needed. Luka with a step back.
Luka. Yeah, that's a nice shot there. Back up
I
to
still
14.
I still appreciate how much he's trying, even with the knee. I still appreciate how much he's trying. It's still looking good. He just can't do as much as he wants to.
Who would win in a rap battle, Lillard or Pump? Probably Lillard.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
Pump had his one hit, bro, and
I
he
have
knew
no
he
little
only
Pump
had one hit.
in my head
It
catalog
took his
to
money
refer
and
to.
did his thing, bro. He had the one song. He knew he only had one song, took the money, and then just had fun with it. He didn't even try to make more music, I don't think.
You gotta. The funny thing about it, he might have started some kind of small business out with that.
I think he did.
I've seen
he
a
did.
couple artists that had those one-hit wonders, and you see them in behind the scenes. So I was like, oh, okay, you actually had a head on your shoulders and invested that money because you knew your time was up.
Right. If he's smart, it's really done,
You
man.
didn't
That thing
listen
was a hit for like,
listen to your friends.
for like 6 months, bro. It had people in a chokehold. Like the world, bro. It was on everything. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Like I'm sure he
This was so
copyright
horrible.
trademarked that and everything. Like, oh yeah.
The bad thing about it, it's not one of those songs that a lot of people tried to sample afterwards because he could have really made money off of it then.
Halder said the other day I was watching the video you guys react to Jeff Thompson bowling from. So there, I guess you guys also like cricket and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, we do, man. We're just kind of getting into cricket. We started reacting to it more heavily in like November. And we've been enjoying it a lot, man. We're really hoping to go see a game for the T20 World Cup this year. We're trying. We're trying. But we will also do some we'll also do some live streams for some cricket coming up as well. We're trying to get through the NBA playoffs. The playoffs are like causing us to be live every day. We've done like over 40 hours worth of streaming just in the last week. So we're rocking a full-time job alongside our other job in life. Doctor said it should be named Little Deflated.
What up, Dr. Rick?
What up, Doc?
Say Lil Pump's most lyrical verse. Yo, I'm okay. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say to that. So Michael Jordan has come out and said that even he now sees a little bit of his game in Anthony Edwards. He said there are some similarities. So the comparisons are coming out heavy now. From I've seen other people talk about it too on Instagram. Well, yeah, on Instagram.
Wow, he better watch what he say. He better watch what he say before he get that before he get that what's it called?
Attorney test.
Attorney test in the mail. Next, you know, Anthony Edwards owns 15% of Jordan brand.
That's funny. So why is James Harden always start the season chunky? Because he goes to strip clubs during the off season.
and they got the
lot.
buffets up in there, bro.
Man.
You be drinking them some beers, eating at the buffet, and then takes a month to lose all the weight. Me personally, I mean, I don't ever advocate it, but it's just like, look, if you come back in shape by the start of the season and you're fine, all right, cool. Do whatever you want during your off time. Just don't be coming back here looking dumb. Oh. That's not good.
Is that knee contact? Man is down holding his calf. They can't lose any more players. They keep losing players. Let's see.
Let's see what happened here. Oh, non-contact injury.
I didn't see neither of these.
Hopefully it's just a.
It looked like he honestly stubbed his toe against. Oh yeah, Lively's knee. Lively's knee does hit Terrence's his calf. I don't know if it was enough contact to be that much pain, but if you already have an injury, anything can flare it up. Harden drives to the paint. Awkward pass to George. Guarded by Jones Jr. George to his legs. All I hear is the music from the memes. Gets it to Man. Man throws it up. No good. Shot clock violation. Good defense.
Fetty Wap. Boy, I messed with some Fetty Wap. I saw Fetty Wap in Las Vegas, like walking around. Well, I saw him. He was walking back to get into stage at I think the Aria Casino. And then we tried. Yeah. It was him and Lil Dicky were performing, and we were trying to sneak in. We found a back elevator, and we paid some guys, these drunk guys at the casino, to start fighting on the floor to get security's attention. So they started fighting. Security cleared out. We go to the elevator. We go to press the elevator button to try and get up to where the concert was being held. And then security came down the stairs as we were entering, and they were like, "Hey, where y'all going?" We're like, our hotel, our room, right? This goes to the rooms." He didn't even stay there.
So who's the 5 best 3-point shooters of all time? I mean, technically, if you want to go by the actual list, it's Steph. Steph. Jesus Shuttlesworth and Steph. I think that's the actual list.
Would you consider Harden in the top 5 in 3-point shooting, since he has done it really well throughout his career?
I think he's a high clip 3-point shooter. I mean, it's hard.
I have to really think about it. I mean, I think I'd probably definitely put him in top 10. I don't know if I'd put him top 5 though. What up, Slim?
I think in the numbers, I think he is in the top 5 in the numbers. I can't remember. I have to look it up. I looked at it a couple days ago. I forget what it was.
Look at just in general who the top 3-point shooters are and see who I remember and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, Steph's obviously he's number 3 in 3-pointers made.
That's what I thought. I thought he was in top 5.
But if I'm doing it like that, I mean, I'm probably having Steph and Ray Allen 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I don't think I have Harden above Lillard. Miller needs to be there. Yep. And like I said, bro, I always mention it. I think Thompson's ahead of Korver, but you can put Thompson or Korver at the 5. I don't even know if I have Harden in there. I think it'd be Steph, Ray. I didn't watch a lot of Reggie, so I mean I don't know, but I'll say Reggie.
Reggie would have been if not for Steph, Ray Allen, and James. I'd probably say because Steph and James are modern era. If not for them two, Ray Allen and Reggie would be my number 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I would have Dame.
Even though number-wise, Ray Allen beat out Reggie. Reggie's my number 1. I wouldn't be mad at that because I think Clay is a great 3-point shooter. And if not for those almost 3 years of missing games, he would be in the top 3.
Oh, Yeah,
because
he'd
of
be
his
way up
averages.
there. But let me look and see where he's at.
Like actual average, he's top.
three-pointers.
He's number 6.
So he's a little over 1,000 behind Steph, but
Mm-hmm.
to get into the top 5, he's less than 100 away from Reggie, 120 from Lillard.
Yeah.
And then it's a pretty big jump to Harden and Allen. You go up to, it's like 500 difference. I could definitely see he would definitely be fighting for the top 3, top 2 if it wasn't for the injury.
That's why I say, if not for the injury, he's definitely. Like, I think if you go by his actual averages, I think if you do his averages for those 3 years, he's 100 or something behind Steph. I think that's what it was when I was looking it up before. But I mean, off of his with injury, he's top 6, which still great.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he just passed up Kyle Korver this season.
Yeah, he just did. Yeah, he literally just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russian said, I don't remember Steph clone, so here's mine: Steph, Ray, Bird, Reggie, and Clay. I don't mind Bird there. It was definitely a different game. Like, they didn't shoot 3-pointers as often, but he definitely was deadly from 3. If that was a part of the game.
What up, Big Buck?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that list. Yeah, what up, Buck? Said, as people who think LeBron is the GOAT, delusional. I don't think delusional. I just think that they just have a strong opinion on something that I don't agree with.
The
but
people
to
who
say delusional means he doesn't deserve to be in the conversation at all. That's how I take delusional. He definitely deserves to be a part of the convo, but he's not the headline of it.
The delusional part is the fact that they don't think anyone else belongs in that conversation. That's the delusional part. So, I still think he deserves to be in the conversation, but he's not better than Jordan. And it's like, you can make people watch the videos with the comparison videos off of actual numbers, and they still don't want to believe it. And that's the funny thing about it when you show them actual stats, because they'll say, oh, they'll go off stats, but they don't go off real stats. They go off the Shannon Sharp stats, because I've seen what Shannon Sharp does. He takes certain stats that Jordan is not better than LeBron in, and that's what
rebounding.
That's what he rebounding. That's what he uses as his talking points. And then I actually watched somebody's video who broke down one of Shannon Sharp's arguments, and he was like, the reason why this works in Shannon Sharp's favor is because this, and this. And I was like, who don't look that deep into the analytics, wouldn't have seen that, but because it makes sense.
You're going in looking to find stuff, right?
Yeah, you're looking for things that make him be better.
Yeah. Slim said, is Dirk in the top 10? Dirk is not in the top 10. He's top 18, which that makes sense. I mean, Dirk did shoot some threes, but it's not like he was a 3-point shooter. He just had a really long career. Big Buck said, how about Steve Nash? I don't think, Steve Nash didn't really score a lot of points. I don't even see, he's 34. He's a ways back.
Okay. I was about to say, I didn't think he was that high.
Yeah, actually, Chris Paul is ahead of Steve Nash, which is kind of crazy considering Chris Paul really never shot threes in his career up until like recently, because he can't drive as good as what he used to.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting.
Page at 29. McCollum, he just got bumped up to 26.
Lillard is number 4 on the list.
Yeah. I didn't realize Jason Kidd took as many threes as what he did too.
Ooh, what was that?
Damn, Vince Carter shot that many threes too? Damn. You don't even think about Vince Carter shooting. You just think about
Lillard is number 4 on the actual NBA list of 3-point shooters. It's on the actual list is Steph, Ray Allen, Harden, Lillard, and Reggie Miller's top 5. Then you have Thompson, Korver, LeBron James, Vince Carter, and Jason Terry.
What's crazy is
Vince Carter back in his heyday, man, it was nothing he couldn't do. Vince Carter was amazing.
Looking at the 3-point percentage.
People remember the end of his career when he was just dunking on everybody. But
according to in 3-point percentage, it's actually I just saw it. I think so. Steve Nash is 42.8% career wise from 3. He's actually the leader in percent of 3-pointers made. Behind him is Steph. Behind him is. I'm sorry, I got this mixed up twice. Kyle Korver is number 1 in 3-point percentage at 42.9. Steve Nash is 42.8, and then Steph is 42.6.
So how about the Mavericks? They're kicking butt right now. Let me update the score. I know somebody's shooting free throws right now.
I think Michael Jordan's number 2. He didn't make 100 points that what Chamberlain did. He number 1. I can't even like try to make an argument with Chamberlain whenever people try to put him in the argument, because I never watched him, and there's not a whole lot of footage to be able to really see, and it was such a different game back then too.
Kleber with another damn 3. 40's favorite player is killing right now. Like I've watched like old videos of games of him, and definitely he's a game changer. But at the same time, he was so much bigger than everybody else, so much, arms longer in length than everybody else. So it wasn't. I mean, people that could really hang with him. He was the most dominant one of the most dominant players during that time period. So I can't really knock him. Can't really knock how good he really was.
That as far as like domination of an era goes, would you say that he has the most dominated era of basketball?
You kind of have to, because even the other players who dominated
his era more than Jordan
the tail end that were
the
significantly really good, he was still better than. You know what I'm saying? And because he's somebody you can put on a pedestal, whereas him and Jordan, because Jordan was that same type of dominance, where Jordan didn't allow so many players to have titles.
Right.
Until he left. When he left, everybody was like, "Oh, everybody had a chance." So
that's a big
NBA looked different.
Yeah, I mean that's the big difference between
no, you got
them two and Kobe and LeBron, because during LeBron's era, Curry has been the best in moments. Sometimes Kobe has been the best. During Kobe's era, sometimes Shaq was the best. Sometimes LeBron was the best. Sometimes Steph was the best. So, those two guys and Michael and Wilt, it's like there was no one better at them when they played.
There was no one.
It was there. Whenever they became the best, they stayed the best until they were out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I 100% agree. And even with the LeBron conversation, I don't expect LeBron at this age to be the best. I don't expect that.
No.
I say when you look into his prime, he is one of the better players, but because the Warriors created a dynasty within his reign, that's also part of my argument, where it's like he wasn't the most dominant, because he had a dynasty created during his crown phase. So that's part of my argument. It's like, yeah, he's good, but somebody built a whole regime and created a whole country in your country and took over for years. So it's like, you weren't the man,
Big Buck asks about Reggie and Larry. Reggie Miller, he sits at top 5 at 5 for 3 points made, and he shot 39.5%. And
Luka.
I don't think Bird's in this list, because he didn't take as many threes. I'd have to go and search his stuff up.
I had to close the page out because my stuff was moving so slow right now. But
list.
You on the NBA one?
Yeah.
Al hits a big time 3 from the corner. This score looks so weird. It's so lopsided. So lopsided. It's 83-61 at the end of the third quarter.
Crazy, man. Two stinkers of a games, man. I thought this was going to be a really competitive one, especially in Clippers, but now we'll go to game 6 in Dallas, where Dallas can walk away with it.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be different too, because the Clippers, when Kawhi is off the court, they play like a different team. They play like a team.
Yes.
When Kawhi's on the court, he has to handle the ball more than everybody else. And it's so obvious. It's so obvious when they do that. And it's weird, because then without Kawhi, have looked really good. But now it's like, I don't know what this team is right now.
Powell for 3. Too strong.
Powell
Uh,
screen.
I saw Zach said something.
Yeah,
I
way
want to
too
comment
strong.
on. Oh, Zach said for people that think Michael Jordan did all, but they won it without him. So technically, it should be Scott and Pippen number 1. I don't know what you're trying to say, Zach.
For people who think Michael Jordan did all.
I think he's
What are you talking
saying
about? They won what
that
without
he
him?
did it all. They say that Jordan did it all by himself, but they won without him technically. So it's Scottie Pippen should be number 1. That's just
They didn't win a title without him.
Makes sense, right? When did Pippen
didn't
win a title without Jordan?
I don't believe so. Unless my brain has erased the whole part of the depth of the history. I don't believe he did. I believe when Jordan left
he didn't.
for the 2 years between the team, because from my understanding, when I remember when Jordan left, the team just looked like a regular team, and I don't even think they made the playoffs.
Yeah, he never won a title without him. What about the most injuries in top list? I have no idea, man. I don't even know how to search that. It said, what's the whitest team? Something from the 60s. In today's era,
yeah.
I mean,
in today's era, it's the Generals,
OKC?
team that plays against the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah.
It's the Generals. It's the Generals. 100% the Generals. I don't think there's anybody but white people on that team.
Dallas and the Suns have had a couple teams that have a lot of white guys on it too.
Yeah. Is that Exum? I don't know. Some of these new players.
Oh my God.
Oh, Josh Green. Did he elbow his face? Like, what happened right there?
Piss out of him. I'd be pissed. Skip said, Scottie Pippen would be nobody without Jordan. Look at what happened when he was at the Rockets Blazers. I agree. Jamal Crawford was very underrated. He could shoot too. Jamal Crawford's a dog, boy.
That dude can play, man.
And he can play multiple forms of basketball too. Like it ain't just NBA style. It's street style. Anything.
He plays it all. I wish I would have seen more of him. To be honest.
That's my like style of players that I like to watch. I always really get into.
89 to 69 in the third quarter.
Like those that are technically sound, but also just got that dog in them.
Yeah.
Number 1, Lillard. Number 2, Derrick Rose. 3, the whole Grizzlies team. Stupid.
Oh, is that for the injuries?
For injury list, yeah.
I mean, number 1 might be definitely Kawhi. Yeah.
I feel bad for Lonzo, man. I talk about it all the time. Yeah. I really like Lonzo Ball. He was developing his game. He got out of his dad's BS stuff early once he got in the league. Never played on with it. Kept to himself and just grinded. And unfortunately, them knees, man.
Yeah.
I really like Lonzo. I saw him at a Target one time. He was with his whole crew. My boy was in a Target, like dripped out with gold jewelry on his neck, and I was like, it's Target on a Thursday. I'm like, why you got all the chains on, bro? Like, just go put a damn white T-shirt on and some sweatpants, like the rest of us normal humans. Golly.
That's because his dad trained him to have that image thing, man. They always like that for so long.
I mean, to be fair, I could see it like that maybe in Los Angeles, big city, people being all dressed up to go anywhere out in public, but Louisiana, like it was Metairie, which is a little bit nicer, but it's like,
yeah,
like Laplace, you could go to any grocery store or whatever in pajama pants and a t-shirt if you want to. Like, ain't nobody gonna look at you differently. They're just gonna be like, all right, cool.
I mean, you can do it in LA. You just have to not care about what people think.
Right. Metairie, sweatpants and a graphic tee. Yeah, that's the norm. Like my boy in jewelry, I was like, God, no way.
So warm because it's weather.
I know it's been hot, man.
He said Trey says, "Don't forget Kobe, LeBron." What are you referring to? What, injuries? Is that what you're still referring to, Trey? I know I probably missed something.
Let's see. Zach said the NBA star who has suffered the most injuries in his career is Brandon Roy. He had a total of 12 surgeries throughout his career, including 3 knee surgeries.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We were just talking about Brandon Roy the other day, too.
Brandon Roy. Yeah,
He was
Brandon Roy had great potential.
What up, Shane? He says, go the Clippers.
Play like
Shane, I'm
years?
sorry, brother. You going through it right now, man.
Shane, sorry, brother. Yeah, maybe next year.
Hey, they still got games to play, man. They can go 2 in a row.
They could.
I mean, especially with Luka being semi hurt too. I mean, it opens things up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's the word on Kawhi? Like, I know he was questionable to play today. Could it be that he could come back in Game 6?
They didn't say. They just said he was injured. They didn't say anything else besides that. So I don't know. We probably have to look some up and see if there's anything that's written about him.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor said ankle surgery. Roy was a star player for the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah. Was it 5 years? I always felt like it was less than that. But 5 years.
Oh, good steal.
Big Buck says, what about Luke Kennard? Or is it a little too early to call him top 10 shooter? A little too early. What's a worse franchise all time? Hornets or Nets? When you say worse, like what are you referring to? Just because I would say Nets has way worse management issues than Hornets ever did.
I'd probably say that. Like, are we talking like Hornets, like just the whole name, or like Charlotte? Like, are we talking Charlotte or Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Did he just shoot that 3 and it
George
just didn't
sidestep?
spin? Did you see that? The ball didn't rotate. It was like a
That's what it looked like,
three.
didn't
I
it?
don't even know. Yeah, it had to got tipped or something. That looks so weird. I want to see if they're gonna show it. It looks so weird.
How is that not a charge?
Well, it did rotate, but it just didn't look like it. I don't know.
It was very slow rotate, but it did.
You said no. The Bobcats too. Okay. I'd probably say Brooklyn, man. I can't think of a Nets team. I can't think of a Nets team that I've in my time watching the NBA that was like, damn, that team's good. Like a little bit whenever Jason Kidd was there, because they had Kidd and Vince Carter. I mean, that was they were fun to watch, but they weren't really like super competitive.
Yeah.
Hornets,
I would
have
agree
been
with
good
that.
since they became
I definitely
the
think
Hornets.
any iteration of the Nets was just bad management and bad ownership.
I'm trying to think of a good Bobcats
Kyrie
team.
for a long 3, got it.
Tremor Coup. Let's see.
But I would, even with the Bobcats not knowing all the players, they never seemed like they
had Steven
ran into
Jackson,
some of the same special issues as the Nets. I mean,
I don't know, man, bro. I'm looking at some of their best players right now, and it's pretty bad. There's not one player on that team that played during his prime there that you're like, except for, you know who the best like person that played there in their prime was that you remember is Raymond Felton. Outside of that, Jason Richardson, he played there and he was good, and then he moved and became much better. Kemba Walker started there, he was good, and then faded away.
Kemba Walker. Wasn't Larry Hughes there for a while? I think wasn't Larry Hughes that was there?
Larry
I can't
Johnson.
remember.
I'll say Larry Hughes. It might be Charlotte.
Larry Johnson was popular as hell. Like he was on TV shows,
he was nice?
kid shows, TV shows, award shows. Larry Johnson, that's grandmama, man. Larry Johnson was a beast. Muggsy, Hornets, Muggsy Bogues era. I guarantee there's more people that can tell you stuff about.
But that's not
like
that's
them
not,
as a whole and how.
That's when they were the Charlotte Hornets. That was the Charlotte team, or is that a different Hornets?
Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, okay.
Charlotte
Charlotte
Hornets. In the Charlotte. Yeah, it was Charlotte Hornets. They changed Bobcats. I don't know why they changed Bobcats. I have no idea. It was the owner was the BT owner, and he changed it. Then they went back. It was stupid. But when they were Charlotte Hornets, they were so popular that people who bought the starter jacket. I had a starter jacket of Charlotte Hornets.
Hmm.
I had a starter jacket. Like, they were popular.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it wasn't because they were the best team. The players on there were really good. You know what I'm saying? They're just good players, and they were everywhere on TV shows, on it, like a lot of talk shows.
Hey man, get off my New Orleans Hornets nuts, Skittle. Tell who owned.
I forgot why he changed the
Hornets
name.
Back then?
He changed the name trying to create. I believe it's the guy that used to own BT.
No, I'm talking about when they went to New Orleans. It was because the NBA owned it, but it wasn't Adam Silver. It was before Adam Silver, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who the other owner of the NBA was. He ran the team, man. He's the reason why that place never went anywhere. And then finally, when we had the opportunity to, with the Chris Paul being traded to Lakers situation, a lot of people don't know about that circumstance. It would have made the Hornets a actual good team. Like, we somehow would have been better. We actually would have had a chance to even draft Steph Curry. Like the whole how the NBA is now would be 100% different if they would have allowed that trade to go through. Let's see. Skittle said during 2015, the NBA roster was at its peak. So many legends from the past and players who have become great, like Jokic and Giannis. I can see that. Skittle says, are the Harlem Globetrotters undefeated? No, they are not. They have lost one game.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
Right, I think it's just one. I remember there was a documentary on it.
It's less. Yeah, it's less than 5. I know that for sure. It was a long time before they lost that first one.
Oh no! Okay, I lie. Okay, no, they've in the history of it.
Dave Stern with the NBA
this
government.
is probably way back. They've had 27,000 wins, and they have had 345 losses over the course of 9 decades. That's crazy.
That's a long
90
time,
years.
That's a long ass time.
I'm trying to see versus what do they call the Generals?
I think it's the Washington Generals. I know it's the Generals, but I'm not sure what the precept name is. I think it's Washington Generals. Zach Potato says technically Curry couldn't get drafted by Brooklyn if they didn't trade all the picks. I mean, technically, yeah. But I mean, there's a couple teams that passed on Curry. They could have had Curry. Timberwolves could have had Curry, but they said his ankles were bad. So
the Generals only beat the Globetrotters 3 times since 1952.
It's
so
3
funny
times.
how they decide to do that. And if you're going to that matchup, how mad are you that the Globetrotters lost? I'd be so mad. Hey, to see a show and I get to watch the Generals.
There had to be.
Y'all cheated and y'all lost. It had to been a real battle one day or something.
It had to be a reason why they chose for them to lose. Because I know, having them win makes more for the entertainment purposes, and it's the support. It helps with so many things. What up, Cheesehead?
They put saran wrap over the rims and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I used to go all the time as a kid. I have actually. You know what? I think it's in my closet.
They go to they used to come to Fresno, and when they went to Fresno State, my boss said he didn't want to work, asked if I wanted to work, and I did the Globetrotters, all their camera stuff. I had set up cameras for them and all this other stuff, and then I played all their videos that they wanted to play, and I got the girl I was talking to, she wanted to go, so I took her to the game for free. It was fun. I didn't really have to work that much, but I got paid to be there. It was great. I got paid to watch the Globetrotters. Who the F could beat them? The dream team. Damn, the Harlem was
Their
spent through
autographs,
busting
but
when I watched it.
I can't find it.
How you doing, Cheesehead, man? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you.
Good big cheese.
You said remember when the Gulf tried to beat the NBA team? Who did they beat? Because I don't remember.
Ooh, good
9
pass
minutes to go in the
inside.
fourth quarter.
Oh, Zoo. You gotta make
Yeah.
that, man.
Got to finish that. Where was the foul?
Not sure. I think it's when he was trying to get the putback.
The rebound?
Yeah. I believe so.
How do you have a team like the Clippers and just you only got 71 points? I don't.
They about to get.
Is it Powell with a great steal gets the foul off of Jones Jr.
Trey said, fun fact, some ex-NBA players are with the Harlem Globetrotters. I can believe it.
Oh yeah, I do know that. I do know that. Yeah. There's a couple of creators on Instagram that are with the Globetrotters, but people don't pay attention. So a lot of, especially the girl basketball players, there's a lot of WNBA players on there.
Well, because the big thing with the Globetrotters is finding not just skillful guys, but it's really about finding big personalities. Like they have them mic'd up. If you've never been to a Globetrotters game, tell you got to go. It's definitely worth the experience, regardless if you're a kid or not. Cool. It's still fun as an adult. Yeah. I'd go again if there's one close. I'd go get tickets, and it's cheap, bro. You can go for like $20. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know how it is anymore.
Yeah, so that's how it used to be. But even still, $30-$40 is not bad. No. It's entertainment. It's pure entertainment, and you actually get some interesting trick shot basketball and some decent basketball.
Well, and you get, at least again, how it used to be. You used to also be able to stay afterwards and get autographs from the guys and talk to them and different things like that.
No, this is risky.
Mubashir Gaming, welcome to the channel.
Much love.
Did they really? Huh. I know Bree Green. She's a content creator on YouTube. She was with them for a while. He just ran right into him. That's obvious, pal.
Oh yeah.
But Bree Green can ball. I just seen a video of one of the lady ballers on the team. Oh. It wasn't a shot that she couldn't make. I guess she's been accused of. They said they accused her of cheating, having like metal things in the ball to make it stick to go to the rim, like to be attracted to the rim. She was like, "Really?"
Oh, the magnet thing.
I've heard. Yeah, yeah.
Funny.
So she purposely turned her back to the rim, turned around and just shot it. She said, and made herself miss. And then she turned around again, like 70 feet from the court, and just turned around, one shot, one hand, and makes it. She was like, "No, it's not. I'm not cheating. I'm just that good." I was like, she really is that good.
That's crazy. Long shot, no good. Rebound, man.
Yeah, some of you guys might have seen Bree Green. She's done videos.
Ooh.
She's done videos with Professor. She's done videos with Professor.
Oh, I probably have seen her then. I definitely have seen her then.
Yeah, light skin. She's got long hair. She always has it in a ponytail. Black chick. I know he's bald with a black girl, and I know he's bald with a Mexican girl and a white girl. But yeah, Bree Green, she's kind of fire.
What up, Ian? How you doing,
People
brother?
like,
Hi from Oz.
They don't.
We remember you, Ian.
What up?
We know
Hi from Oz.
where you from.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What made you an NBA fan? Honestly, the Warriors used to practice at the College of Alameda, and my father was a custodian at College of Alameda, so I used to go to work with him all the time. And I think one time I went there, and I was in the gym with him, and the Warriors came in, and I got a chance to sit and watch their practice. Met Don Nelson at the time when he was a coach, and then started meeting players, and I started going like all the time because they were practicing like 3-4 times a week, and just became a fan that way because I got a chance to meet the players, the people on the team, not just seeing from a distance, and that's what made me a fan. That's why I'm like, I will always be a Warriors fan and never really switch teams. It's more personal.
Story's way cooler than mine, bro. I just played a lot of basketball as a kid. Like, we were just outdoors playing sports every single day. So it was like, as soon as we could walk, we played sports. I mean, Allen Iverson was like probably my first like player that I followed. It was just something about his crossover that always like had me
Yeah.
mesmerized, and I used to practice it. And then you know, I watched NBA, but also watched a lot of like and one and street ball and stuff like that. I used to learn, I used to know how to do any move that they did. I was able to do, and I'd go in and embarrass a lot of people whenever we go play pickup in random spots. All my friends knew better than to let me to guard me whenever I wanted to do. Whenever we were playing that style, they're like, "Yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm not trying to get like that right now." we'll let the
for you as Allen Iverson. For me, it was Tim Hardaway because I got to see him up close, and just watching him. Because sometimes he'd get in his bag and start cross people over, and be like, "That's so crazy." And I think they're from the same area too. I think they're from there, so it makes sense.
Oh, really?
The style of ball that they play. Yeah, and then when I went to college, of course, got to see Skip to Malou in person. That just like that was the funnest thing to watch him play.
Yeah.
So if you know and one,
you know
who Skip to Malou is.
Yeah.
Skip to Malou is amazing watching him play. Like watching him in person get loose, I was like, this is the coolest thing I ever seen. Like, it's cool.
You know what's funny? Like I've never really thought about why I liked AI so much, but now that I'm really sitting there thinking, like, obviously, like, the culture that he brought to the NBA isn't my culture, but that's how all my friends were. Like, all my friends were tatted up, bad clothes, cornrows, different things like that. And, like, that's who I hung out with every single day. I hung out with older kids. Like, I hung out with guys, like, I was, like, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. I hung out with people that were, like, 18. They lived across the street from us, and we'd all play ball. So... Man, I wonder if that maybe also been why. Like I saw him just fully tatted up with the headband and everything.
The familiarity. You were familiar with
my friends. Yeah, I bet so. I never thought about it that way, but I think that has something to do with it.
That actually makes sense. That makes sense. Because you already knew, you didn't know him, but you already knew him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you've seen it in your friends, so you already knew him. So I'm a Pacers fan and a Curry's fan, right until I die. Hey, right until the wheels fall off, baby. Russell Killer said there's 2 NBA players who I could actually beat one-on-one. With 2 of those players. Trey the Way said, I saw Kobe last game when he dropped 60.
I don't know who Oliver Miller is.
He said, I saw Kobe's last game when he dropped 60. I was at LA for a family vacation. That's pretty cool. I watched that game on TV. That's pretty cool. That was a great game. Even though I know they let him get some of those, it still was a great game for your last game. Zach the Potato says Bulls because Robin Lopez was my grandma's favorite player. Really? That's cool. I met Robert Lopez. I was in Fresno when he was in Fresno. I could beat Oliver Miller. Son, you was too funny. I was like, I don't know how tall are you? Because Oliver Miller was a big dude and tall. Son, you got height too. I saw D Brown play for Illinois. Did you? That's pretty cool. I didn't really see D Brown until he got to the pros.
Zach said earlier Will Chamberlain was a Harlem Globetrotter, and then Rushton said everybody knows that. I actually did not know that.
Lively with another alley-oop dunk. I would say I think I did know that, but I probably forgot it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s and when I used to watch basketball heavy, they always did stories of the past because it was always about remember the past. So I know I've seen it somewhere. What
was that?
3 seconds.
That was the ugliest thing of basketball I've ever seen in my life. Son, you average more fouls than points. That's funny.
That's too funny.
I mean, I think we're all aware none of us could beat NBA players, right? We all know that, right? Unless you played some form of like good college ball, but we're all just trolling. All right, good. As long as we all know here.
Cross court pass.
I'm still thinking about it.
Washington floater, no good.
How I missed out on that opportunity to go and watch AD, Russ, and LeBron, and then practice back in 2018, 2017. Still makes me so mad, man.
Yeah,
I should have went. I should just quit my job just for experience. Screw it. What are you gonna do? Like, I'll get another one. I was just working like minimum wage crap anyway. Should have just quit.
Hey, I feel the
Stay in a
same way when I
mansion
told
for
you
a
about the going on tour. I should have went. I should have
Yep.
went. I should have just. It was summer. I was in summer school. Who needs summer school? I should have left. I should have left.
It's like,
Would've
it's
went
like,
on
do I
tour.
remember any of that summer? Like, other than not going? Not a bit, bro. I should have went, bro. Did those dollars that I made take me anywhere? Nope, sure as hell didn't. Like, it
Bro.
didn't do none. I could have spent a month in a fucking mansion with some of the best players in the NBA, just chilling. Like, and this is like 2 years before prime Russ, like triple double Russ.
Yeah.
This is AD once he finally, when he was like really elevating his game about a year and a half before he left New Orleans.
Mhm.
Yeah, I should have went, man.
Luka's gonna head to the bench with 5:39 left to go, which makes sense. They're up by 30.
He should have been on the bench as a start.
But like, because when I passed up the opportunity to join the Warp Tour crew, I was like, have a girlfriend. She's probably gonna not like this, and I'm trying to do school, trying to be a good student for my mom. But when I look back at it, I'm like, fuck all of that. I should have just left. Should have just went.
The girlfriend thing was a part of my thing too. Like, I always joke with my kind of a different scenario, but I always joke with my dad about this, and I now think about myself this way. Whenever the Saints came back to New Orleans after Katrina, we had that opening game against Atlanta. Green Day performed, and it was like just a magical moment. We got season tickets that year, first time ever having season tickets, and my dad took my mom to that game as a date, and I was so upset. So now I always joke with it. I'm like, was it worth it, Dad? Now y'all divorced. Was it worth it? I don't think so. You should have took me, motherfucker. I would have enjoyed the hell out of that shit. Like, man.
That's funny. Gordon hits a 3. That's too funny. Yeah, because I know that the jobs I had were all school-oriented jobs. I think they would have understood. I know my boss, my main boss, he would have told me to go. He wouldn't have made me stay.
Right.
He's like, you have a job when you get back. It's a school. We don't really fire people unless you do something stupid.
Right. Tracy, I don't think I could beat MJ when he's 60 or Tom Brady. They both can shoot and dunk. Yeah, probably not, bro.
I mean, being the fact that a 50-year-old, 60-year-old Jordan was still schooling actual NBA players, probably not. Probably not.
He was like schooling his players on Charlotte, or on the Charlotte Hornets when he owned it.
Yeah. He would join practice every once in a while.
Lauren Jackson, best Aussie male or female player, single-handedly won Australia the bronze medal at 2022 World Cup, aged 41. Lauren Jackson?
That's fire.
That is crazy.
To still be balling at 41, it's a gift. You were born to do it, man. You were born to do it. At the free throw line, the lead just gets extended with 4:24 to go. Showing Kawhi on the sideline.
Yeah, she dropped 30 in that game to win the bronze medal against Canada. They beat them 95-65.
Damn.
And that's after having to retire in 2016 because of a knee injury. So she came back from retirement she had her who else did that and won something? Was it, did Peyton retire and then come out? Or no, Tom. Jesus Christ, Tom.
Tom, technically.
Yeah.
Kleba.
We all could beat
3
Sam Decker.
off the front of the rim. Rebound Mavs. That's funny.
Trey said, I can't beat Don Staley.
To the paint. Layup. Oh, no. Don Staley was a baller, bro.
Yeah, let's say Dan. Yeah, Don. Are you doing game 6 on Thursday? Possibly. We're kind of rolling with the schedule as it comes out, man. We're kind of rolling with the schedule as it comes out.
Once we get to the end of this, we'll look and see what's available, what's happening. At least for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we'll give you guys a kind of an idea. Now the Clippers are actually scoring points at will because they took out all the starters. 113.84 with 3:03 Yeah, 303 left to go.
Michael Phelps. I mean, that brings a good question. Like, most dominant player in any sport. I mean, it probably has to be Wayne Gretzky. If I'm being completely honest.
He was the
like,
man.
Wayne Gretzky is insane, bro. Like I watched a mini documentary on him on YouTube like the other day, and like I've always known the name even though I didn't watch hockey at all. Like I've never watched the whole game.
Yeah.
And you know his name, you know how great he is. That's how you know he has power.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so you got Wayne Gretzky in hockey. You got Tom Brady in football. You got Jordan in basketball. Michael Phelps in swimming. Usain Bolt in track and field.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. Women's tennis. Serena Williams.
Yeah, she was dominant as hell for a long time. I mean, even like after baby, she was still dominant. Came from the giving birth. Tiger was a beast for so long until a lot of his personal stuff, but he still was a beast for so freaking long.
It's one of those situations where if you'd ask and you'd give an answer and you have a good explanation to it, I probably couldn't argue with you. I might have a different opinion, but you're also somewhat right. Because there's some out there that just been so dominant, man. Nothing can stop them.
Yeah. Yeah. Gretzky, though, like when you talk about him during Jordan's era, I think that's probably the number one name you heard the most on any sports outlet, any sports radio was
really
Gretzky.
Gretzky yeah.
Like even though I was saying, you know, I started watching hockey more full time when we got the San Jose Sharks, but I've seen Gretzky play multiple times. Like I watch his games just because when you hear about it, you sit and watch because it was always on TV.
Yeah.
Until the Bay Area got a team, we always got their games, so I used to watch, and that's when I was actually a Detroit Red Wings fan with Patrick Waugh, with the GOAT one of the GOATs, Patrick Waugh. Tom Brady, a second. I don't care about championship number. One is Randy Moss. Wait, Randy Moss, as in what? Just the best? What are you rating them? Like ranking them as just your best football players? Because I can't even put Randy Moss past Jerry Rice. But that's just me. That's me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking wide receivers, yeah, I don't think you could put Randy Moss is damn good, but I don't think you could put him with Jerry.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think it is closer than what some people might want to admit to, but the proof's in the pudding with Jerry, man. Yeah. And it was a different game back then too. It was definitely more run dominant.
A Euro finally breaking the 91 mark with the bench players for the Clippers. Nice little floater. Or fadeaway, sorry. $56 seconds. Bones Highlands
to get in here.
Oh, did anybody find out what the injury for Porzingis was? Another 3 by Dallas.
Oh.
They're killing him.
Man, I literally saw it the other day. I totally forgot. Calf injury?
Ovechkin? Yeah, Ovechkin's nice, bro.
Yeah, he's the modern era, like
yeah,
player for sure. Yeah, I'm so delayed to you.
It's a calf injury?
Yeah.
He said, we don't count Jerry because he played Longwood. He played until he was like 40. How can you not count him because he played until he was 40? That dude's a competitive. He's a competitor. Just the reason why LeBron's still playing. They're competitive. Jordan played until he's 40. Competitive. Like,
Did you
Brady.
read Ian's comment? Either Don Bradman in cricket or Walter Lindrum billiards, both Australian. Interesting, Ian. If you have if you know a highlight reel of those guys, have you?
Yeah.
If you have a highlight reel or something like that we can react to, I'm gonna drop a link here. I'd really appreciate if you throw one in there, because I know I'm gonna forget this name, and I try to write it down, and then I end up losing all my papers. Yeah, because probably the best player that we've watched so far, at least as far as like field, person that plays the field and batting is probably MSD. He's been probably the most fun that we've watched so far. Yeah. Things he did was just like super special. But again, we're very limited on what we've seen, so I don't know what the real answer is.
Very true. So the game is over. 123-93. Of course, the game, even though it's closer than what it should be, that game was over in the third quarter. The top of the third quarter.
I'm gonna close out and come back in now that I closed out the other thing. See if it'll load.
Yeah, I closed the game too. I'm gonna close out too and come back as well.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Oh, I had a whole nother thing open. Didn't even know that. Hold on a second, you guys. Okay. Well, how I close it and coming back. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have time for the passwords. I have it saved.
I don't have to whenever I'm doing the director link, but whenever I have this link, I do. I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't know how to change that.
I think once you did it, because I saved it on the first time, because I know I was going to forget it. So I never have to go back into it.
Smart. But to look real quick, and then we'll chat up for a little bit. So Trey, as far as doing tomorrow's game, Bucks versus Pacers, honestly probably won't be possible. Not for me. It definitely won't be. It definitely won't be possible for me. So it's at 5:30, so it's earlier.
It's even earlier.
Yeah, it's even earlier. I don't get off of work until what time I get off tomorrow? I get off of work at. Oh no, I get off at 5. Let me see. Because I know you need a day off because you've been doing so much. If you want to join, you can. But you've been going nonstop with no breaks. Let me see what homework assignment I have tomorrow. If my assignment tomorrow is something easy that I can do in like 15-20 minutes, then I can do the first one and then make that work. Yeah, I know it's so early, bro. All right, let me see what
you're basically the West Coast. Gotta watch it at 3:30. Most of them dudes gonna still be at work.
Right. Tomorrow's what, the 2nd? May 2nd?
Yes. That sucks.
Let me see what this is. A discussion board. I don't even know what that means. Let me see what this discussion board is.
Just getting home.
All right. After reading, blah blah blah.
Trey said you don't have to do the
conducting. Oh, that's very.
It's Edmonton. Edmonton is up 4-2. Oh, in the game, I saw some before I went to open this up.
It's a detailed position. Wait, open. Conduct an online search for job or the detailed position you'd be interested in. Choose one active current job listing your desired field and use this list.
I wish the NHL and NBA didn't happen around the same time. I would love to do some games. Yeah, 4-2 in the third right now. Zach, it's 14 in the third right now.
Hold on, Zach. I can't hear you. Hold on. Then beneath each key job here. Okay, so I'll say this, Trey. If Non doesn't mind making a thumbnail for the game, I'll have him make it, set it up, but there won't be a premiere. And if I'm able to get my assignment done before 5:30, then I will go ahead and go live for the game. The assignment I don't think should take this is risky because it's kind of a BS.
Latish Yadav, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Okay, so what were you saying? You said something about a score. You said something.
Oh, they were. Zach was asking about the Edmonton game, and I was just updating the score. It's 4-2 with 12:41 to go in the third for hockey. That's what I was saying. I wish they didn't happen around the same time because I would love to do some hockey games.
Yeah, same.
Like I actually enjoy watching hockey.
I want to do it because I want to learn. Yeah, I want to learn from it.
Football, I haven't to go. Oh yeah. Maybe we gotta find one of those a hockey one that explains it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
explains
that might not be a bad idea.
A how-to video for hockey.
Yeah. Oh, we could probably do that, and then you know what? Let's try. Let's try and do that this weekend. And guys, would y'all be mad if we've been streaming every day NBA? If we took one day out of the basketball and just do a hockey game, I mean, how would y'all feel about that? If we were to cover one game just to see how it's like.
What's the schedule like for NHL?
It's all pretty much the same. It's all during the same time as the hours. Yeah, it's all during the same time.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. All the games happen right around the same time. It seems like. Shit, probably later. Like if you go into, well, they don't have the games up yet for next week, but oh, they don't have any of the times yet. But it looks like generally, it's like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Yeah, it's all.
We got. It's
yeah,
only the first round.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
Yeah.
Let's try, man. I mean, maybe we have a bunch of y'all come in, maybe we don't, but I would like to check out some hockey. I've literally like never watched it, so we'll do that. This weekend we'll do a video of reacting to hockey since I don't know the rules, and then post that, and then we'll pick a hockey game to do next week.
We gotta do some baseball too. We did some baseball last season. We did a couple games last season. I think like 3 games last season, and I had fun. I know we didn't get a lot of people in here.
I enjoyed it too.
They're not used to us doing it, but I enjoyed it.
Well, we're probably good to hold off on that until they're like 30 games in.
That's all. Yeah.
How many games is the season?
Okay, so we got a lot of time. It's 100. How many games? 100 and something. 100 and.
Okay.
It's 100.
Yeah. So then we'll switch to baseball right after the playoffs, and then we'll do that throughout the whole summer.
Actually won a game.
Hey, hell yeah! I saw something with the A's the other day. Oh no, I think you told me, but I didn't realize it, or just didn't. I didn't connect the dots about the A's were the reason for like the Moneyball. Like I didn't realize that was based off the A's team.
Yeah, that's the A's. Yeah, all those baseball teams are shot in Oakland at the stadium.
Oh,
at the Coliseum. Yeah, that's why like the book. If you see the book, it's got a green cover, the yellow outline. It's all because of the A's.
Trey said, "Can we do baseball games too?" I'm assuming that's what you're replying to. Yeah, we definitely will do so. We only did, I think we did 3 last year. It wasn't a lot. We did like 3, but we definitely could do some.
I think we did 3. Yeah.
I think the only reason why we didn't do as much is just because things got crazy in the summer. Like we just needed a break because we were streaming so much and we weren't ready for it. Especially me, I was burnt out with school and everything. This has been my only stressful week of the whole semester, so like I'm not burnt out at all anymore. Because by last year this time when I was getting ready for finals, I only slept like I think 2 days in a week. Like I would stay up 2 days in a row, like multiple days. It was miserable, man.
Hopped up off all kind of crap, stay awake to do homework.
yeah, because I was still doing energy drinks back then. Because I actually haven't drinking energy drinks.
Drunk?
I don't know, whatever. I haven't drunk a energy drink since then. Like since that summer, I haven't had no energy drinks. Cut them out.
Drinking these little coffees.
Only caffeine I get is from a soft drink, and then I take like I have like a B12 thing, like a B12 vitamin. Yeah. That's about it.
I need more B12.
I feel so much better because caffeine also, like if you have ADHD, caffeine like can mess with your ADHD really bad.
I have heard
and
that.
it has helped me so much. Like I still have ADHD, like I still am easily sidetracked, but it's not. I'm not like bouncing around, buzzing nonstop. I can actually chill for the most part.
That makes me think of something to add to the stream.
What?
Remember in the movie Up when the dog, well, every couple I'd be talking to the owner with the little thing
Ball.
they had on, and it'd be like ball or squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
So just throwing in a random clip that we just press it to go squirrel and see who pays attention.
I like that. That'd be funny.
Just to randomly play it. It's only like 2
Just-
seconds.
Yeah, literally just a random check whenever chat goes quiet for something. Just like squirrel and just have everybody be like, "What's going on?" Y'all watch it or y'all got us muted? Come on now. Zach says you got to look at. You said is Anna scheduling is bad? I'm not sure what you meant by Anna, Zach. You said can you do or you got to look at the hockey schedule? Yeah. The schedule for
I'm
next
looking
week
at it
isn't
now.
released, but it's all to be determined. But I think the times
Yeah.
will be fine. The times will be fine. And what even what we could do too is to even sticking with the NBA if we felt like it. I'm sure we could find a back-to-back situation where we could do an NHL game and then go do an NBA game.
Yeah.
That way we don't miss anything if there's a
I think we could
big
do
thing
that.
going on.
That'd be cool. True,
Trey said,
true.
can you do some Curry God Sister and Clark games, some WNBA games? hope- That's the plan. Like I said, it's a lot planned. It's trying to figure
We
out how
want
it
to.
works with our
We
schedule,
want to,
right?
yeah.
It's how it works with our schedule because
So-
WNBA times are a lot different than like other sports. They'll put them
Yeah.
like middle of the day a lot of times, and that's normally not possible for me at all because I'm working.
Yeah. You said look at the hockey playoffs.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're just looking at. Because I mean, of course, looking at two. Like if like tomorrow's only one game, which is 7 p.m., which is not necessarily bad. Most of their games are between 6 and 7. The end of the first round are all to be determined based off, I guess, tomorrow and Thursday and Saturday's matches. So, and that's only if they go 7. So, right now, the second round could be starting Sunday, Monday, depending on if these teams win their 4th game Friday, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And it's,
That'll give
do
you
hockey still
we can
play?
do some
Do
research,
hockey play a
too.
lot of commercials like NBA?
Yeah. That's a question for you guys because I have no idea. So you need to look at the hockey's playoff schedule. It's
They
not
didn't
that
used to.
good. What do you mean the playoff schedule is not that good? Do you mean like the matchups aren't that good or the time isn't that good? Because the times this week would have been fine because the games literally go on when we're live. Like we're Central Time Zone, so we're kind of in the middle of everything. It's not like it's super early because we're East Coast. I'm sorry, or super late because we're East Coast, or super early because we're West Coast. It's fine for us. Zach said, "Is that game is at night?" Saying hockey games are at night. Well, nighttime works for us, man. That nighttime works better for us.
Yeah.
As they do because it's ESPN. I got you. Yeah. What's wrong with nighttime, man? That's when people get home and off of work. That's the best times. I mean, but if you're East Coast, I could see being mad having to watch a game at like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Trey said the WNBA does Friday primetime games or Saturday because the MLB is so nice. Are they doing primetime games? Geez, I'm thinking Amazon Prime. They do have some primetime games. If they have some primetime games, which they should have more because of all the players coming in.
Yeah.
I actually
would think
saw
so.
a article earlier today that the combination of Angel Reese and Cordoza jerseys were sold more than any than all of the Dallas Cowboys.
I want
jerseys.
to see. I was trying to find a real article because somebody posted something like
see if it
that
was
on
proof, yeah.
Facebook. Yeah. Somebody posted on Facebook, and
I
people were like,
wasn't sure
"Is there proof of this?" I mean, I can believe it with how much they've pushed the game so far, and I think if they did, that's dope. You know, that's dope.
And this guy's jerseys look fire, by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
they actually. I saw the jersey. They're actually nice. They're actually nice.
like you could definitely see making a fit out of that. Like
Yeah.
you definitely can see it.
I'd like a Cordoza jersey.
Zach said yes. You saying yes as far as the commercialing goes, Zach?
Oh, okay.
Ian just submitted a link for Don Bradman, whose test batting average is around 100 for every time he Jesus, whereas
100?
Nesbat best ever is around 60.
60.
Wow. Okay. Well, Ian, thank you, man.
Yeah,
We will. What
definitely
we'll
check that
do
out.
is, and we tell everybody, we go in the links that get sent to us. We look over all of them, and we already have a lot of videos pre-recorded for this month because we're been doing a lot of live streams, but we are planning on doing some recording this weekend, and then possibly some recording during the weekday next week, just to get some of the recent things that y'all have requested. But we take the video, we go and do our check to see if we're able to react to it. If for some reason we're not able to react to it, I'll make sure I send you an email and just tell you, hey, like we weren't able to find this one, but we see this one, and I'll send it to you. I'll be like, hey, do you think this is a good one to do? And we'll go from there. We'll try and make it work. If you're willing to work with us, we're willing to work with you. That's for sure.
Most definitely. Did we? Okay. I was trying to look up something.
Technically, they got beat by Caleb Williams. I mean, they probably did get beat by Caleb Williams, but I mean, nobody's excited about anything going on in Dallas, even though they're America's team.
You
They
said
just
they
know exactly
re-signed
what's gonna happen.
Zeke.
Yeah, they should never let him go.
I agree. They should never let him go.
And he
They
didn't
really-
want to leave either. That's the thing. He didn't
No.
even want to leave. They
They
should have
really
kept
thought
him there.
Pollard was going to be really, really the man.
And Pollard was good, but he was good because of the 1-2 punch. I mean, it's very similar to what we're seeing with Alvin Kamara too. Like Alvin Kamara is a good running back, and he was good as the number 1 running back. But he shined when you had that strong secondary guy.
Yeah.
Like to Ezekiel Elliott, it was Mark Ingram. He looked
Yes.
so much better when Mark Ingram played.
Yeah. Also, too, for everybody who submits videos for reaction, or just for if you want to watch something, if you want a reaction, there's a way you can get to the front of the line. It's called memberships. And you don't have to pay $5 a month like you have to do on some other platforms. You can do our lowest tier, which is $1.99. It's $1.99 every month, that re-ups. And it's a simple way of getting your reaction to the front line, but also supporting the channel, me and Zach, to help us build more. You know what I'm saying? The more we can get the subscriptions up, the views up, the memberships up, the more that we can do. So when you guys say, hey, can you guys go here? Well, if we had the right support on the channel that helps us grow it better, a lot of times we can get things done like that, because we'd be able to say, hey, we have this many subscribers, this is our viewership, can we do this? And sometimes with the right look, sometimes you can get that press pass.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, man. I mean, I know in some of our videos, especially those that come from our bigger videos that are doing numbers, not all of our videos do numbers like that. We are still like thousands of dollars in the hole from what we have spent on this channel. Like we're still deep in the hole. So, we do, like you said, he offers memberships. I went ahead and dropped the link right there in the chat. Also went ahead and showed the emojis, the emotes that we have available that you'll get as soon as you get a membership. And we have membership offers as low as $1.99.
Yeah.
So, feel free to take advantage of it.
And $1.99 just, we know it's not a lot, but it's just like saying that you support the channel. And with that, you get not only the loyalty, you get the emotes, but also loyalty badges, which will separate you from the rest of the crowd.
Zach said it may be time for your sexy calendars. Yeah, you want me to my nipple like this on Facebook?
We're gonna put Zach back in the gym so you can see what Thor Zach look like.
Come on now, I'm ready to start, bro. I got a doctor's appointment Friday. I'm hoping after that appointment, I got all my health stuff figured out. I'm ready to get huge again, bro. Like, you have no idea how bad I just want to get jacked, especially since I'm not working and school isn't as well. I'm not working as much and school isn't killing me as much this semester. I've been dying, bro. I just want to work out. So
that's why I know I need to lose weight, so I've been changing up how I eat and everything. The hardest thing is getting away from sugar. That's the hardest thing for me.
Yeah,
that's the hardest thing for me.
I hear that. But hey,
But I know it's my issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know.
well, it's good to know it, man. And you already know. Hey, holla at me, bro. If you want some pointers,
yeah.
I give you some tips.
I already know
some things to exchange, and you know a lot more natural things that are good for you than what I do. I know the little like.
Did you look up that monk fruit I was telling you about? Did you look it up?
No,
because I tasted it the other day and it tastes just like sugar. Like
just like sugar.
It's so close. It's so close, but it's like way less on the calorie scale. Everything doesn't affect like high blood pressure. Doesn't affect none of that stuff.
Okay. How does it affect like your Well, I don't think it would. It shouldn't affect your good and bad cholesterol or anything like that.
I think from what I read, it said it doesn't affect like your cholesterol.
That's
but I'll look it up more and tell you. But
yeah, because a lot of people always see it's good for, whatever cholesterol, but they don't realize there's a difference of good and bad cholesterol.
Yes,
there's
I didn't know that until working at Federal State. I didn't know that, understood that. Mm-hmm. But then the guy who was our lead weight guy, he kind of explained that stuff to me, helped me learn that. How many more do you need for a YouTube play button? Oh, we need quite a bit. We're only at 12,000. We got to get to get your first play button is 100,000. But here's the thing. I know
2 years.
Some people don't like this conversation, whatever. I don't know. It's a generational thing, but we know that we can get there because we know how many people click on our channel. We know how people click on our videos. We know how people watch our videos. We have analytics, so we know that we can easily hit the 100K tomorrow if every person that watch our videos actually clicks subscribe. We know that for a fact.
Shit, not even all of them.
Yeah, and not even all of them. Yeah. A fraction of
them. We looked at it the other day. If 10% of the people that watch our videos multiple times would subscribe, we'd already be over 50,000.
Yeah,
like well over it. So
yeah,
it just comes with time, man. Making people see our face, recognize our face, and that's why, like, when we do our reaction stuff, I know some people don't like it because some people just want us to be, like, oh wow, that was amazing, and just let the reaction play.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, y'all talk too much, whatever. Like Trey says, we're professional yapper gang, man. But the reason for it is because we want you to get to know us too. Like, we want y'all to come join in the live streams. The live streams, in my opinion, are a lot more fun. It might not be something that you might not enjoy the basketball, but you can come in here and chat and BS and get to know us. That's what we try to do with our reactions as well. That's why we do stop and talk and have conversations. We keep it about the topic that we're watching, but we're not just gonna watch and go and just milking views. Like, if we wanted to do that, we could be at 100K subscribers. Like, we would just react to 50 MS Dhoni videos and we'd be there within a month. Like it. Yeah. But we want to do it our way, the way that we like. We're proud of the product we put out.
Did you say there's a YouTube play button on Amazon? No way. Oh, it's a customizable button on Amazon.
That's crazy.
Shut up.
I saw something with
actually customizable play buttons.
I saw something by Mini Mentor. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Simon, but he's
I know
content creator for them, and he has the 10 million play button or whatever. And so what he did with his was took it, sent it to a company to break it down, and then make 7 mini plaques, and then gave it out to all the people. Yeah, for the whole team. Even though it's just his personal channel, but he did that. I was like, that's pretty
cool.
sick. Because them plaques aren't cheap either. They cost money.
Let's see. How many? Oh, I saw that already. I saw someone on YouTube streaming today. They went on Amazon, and I'm looking at it right now. There's actual YouTube play buttons. They're not all legit. One looks like it's a real thing, which is crazy. Says, do you both get a YouTube play button? The channel itself gets a play button.
Yeah, we'll get one, but you have the option to buy multiple. Like, so, like, we'll get. Well, I think you have to buy both of them. So we'll buy 2 of them. Come on up here, buddy. It's okay. Sorry, my other cat is laying in my house, in my bed lately.
Yeah.
And
is that because the baby's still downstairs?
No, bro. It's just because she's like. So the cat, Chance is like my cat that we raised. That's my dude. Daisy is the other cat. Daisy we took from Colby and Brittany whenever they moved. Because they didn't want him no more. So we took her. She is fat as hell. Like I can't. I'm surprised she
yeah,
can jump on my
yeah.
bed. She a big girl. Yeah, she don't get along with the other cats. She's not mean, like she don't attack them or anything like that, but she doesn't like them when they come around. And she's now taking over my bed. Like she's literally laying in square middle of my bed. So like when I go to bed tonight, like moving her is like insane. She thinks she owns the place. It's insane. And she's fat.
Yeah,
bro.
I
Like,
think
I'm gonna slip a disc trying to move her ass.
that's too funny. I think Zach, that's what it is. I think you get one for free, but you can play for a second one, which is you have to get they have to do a channel review to make sure, because you get one automatically that registers in the system. Like as soon as you hit the number, the system automatically checks, and then they send you out one. But if you want a second one, they do a channel review, but you got to pay for the second one.
Yeah,
the first one is free though.
We're gonna pay for the second one. That's that. Said, why did you name the cat Zion? Look, Zach, that's absolutely hilarious. And if I would have named the cat, for sure would have been Zion. That is so funny. That is so funny.
That's too funny.
And I'm thinking about buying because he's been trying to climb up on my desk. I think I'm gonna clear this out and buy him a little bed, little cat bed, so he can actually come up here. Old man. My cousin has a cat and dog. They fight like brother and sister. Do they really? My cat's never had problems with our dogs, man. We never had problems when we took our two in. One is passed. This one's still kicking. He's 18. He's 18 years old, bro. That's so old for an animal.
That's old for an animal.
And he still be playing and everything. He don't just be like laying around. Like he plays every day.
That's good.
Runs up and down the stairs.
That's really good.
I gotta buy him some. I gotta buy those little ladders though, because he normally lays with me in bed, and it is getting hard for him to jump. Like you can tell his back legs aren't as strong anymore. And my mom's been giving him like treats a lot. Like she goes and buys the canned food for them for their treats, and he getting chubby himself. Yeah, I'm talking about you, fat boy. Yeah. Said, but they play together. That's good, Trey. They're supposed to play together. But yeah, so like tomorrow, like we said, we'll try. I'll try and do the Pacers and Bucks game. We'll definitely be here for the Knicks 76ers. Just have the notification bells turned on. That way you know, because there won't be a premiere set up. It'll be a thing where it's in the background of things, and if I can do it, I'm just gonna hop on. If I get done at like 5:45, I still might just hop on late now. But if I miss the whole quarter or something, then I probably won't. We'll just go into the last game. And then Friday, I know the one that we're really wanting to do is Cavaliers and Magic. So I got to figure out my work schedule. I'm supposed to not get off until 5. I'm supposed to not get off until 6, which is when it starts. But that one client has had to miss the last couple weeks, so he might not be able to make it. So I might be good.
Okay.
Trey said, "Can I join the page stream if you're doing it?" Yeah, if I end up doing it, you can join.
I wonder if Dallas closes out on Friday.
At home.
Did you say you saw what Kawhi's injury was?
They said ankle, but it was ankle and he was questionable. Is what I saw.
So do you think it's questionable enough where he just won't be there for the Dallas game, the game 6 game?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. Let me see. Let me pull up an actual article. We'll go with Sports Illustrated. So, having been listed as questionable for every game so far this postseason, Leonard has been ruled out a day in advance for Wednesday at 5. Series shifts. It seems reasonable to assume that Lillard would not come back at any point in this series.
Oh, at any point? Damn.
Yeah, so he probably ain't come back. I have no idea, dude. Kawhi has been milking money ever since he left the Raptors, and don't get me wrong, my boy is damn good because like he plays both sides of the ball, very good defensively and stuff like that. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, with San Antonio too. Yeah. Exactly. He started BS with Popovich. Come on now. What player did not like Popovich? that had
Everybody likes
issues with
Popovich.
how Popovich did things. It
Even
just
I,
don't make
that's
sense.
I was even watching like an interview, a little piece of interview with DeJounte Murray, and he was like, "Man, I freaking love Popovich." He's like, "People try to paint the picture like we had an issue with each other." He said, "I freaking love that dude. That's like my father figure, man." He's like, he even now texts me now about certain things. He'd be like, "Why the fuck you didn't do this? And you're a ball hog and pass it to Trey." He was like, he said, "I take it all in because he's telling me, he's not telling me to hurt me. He's telling me to be how to be better." He's like, "It's great, Popovich, man, the goat." Like, yeah,
That's how he's always been, though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to see them players get better. He's too old to be worrying about all the nonsense now.
That's what people don't get. Some people, when they get older, they get just overly stubborn. But in some people, it's not about being stubborn. It's like they can give three fucks less than to really deal with that. It's like, okay, this is how it's going to happen. If not, then I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also still easily to communicate with. They're not going to just cut you off.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, what they did with DeJounte Murray was that they saw his talents. He's a great defensive player. He's had a bad year this year.
Yeah.
He was one of the best defensive guards in the league. He was within the top 5 of those. Also was a very good scorer, and Pop knew they were in a rebuild. So it's like, hey, look, you're past your rookie contract. We're in a rebuild. Where do you want to go? And we'll send you there.
They let him go, which I thought was a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know some fans don't like that, but like I love it. Like, because I'd want to support a team that also supports its players, regardless if it's with them or with somebody else. Now, if you're going and trading them to the rival or something like that, maybe then I'll be a little upset. But Ray said, remember when Pop tells the fans to be quiet? Oh yeah, he don't play. Yeah, he would tell people to stop booing other players. I've seen that.
Especially stop booing you booing people because of something, like you think something happening. Like that's not even what happened. Pay attention. Be more observant. He's such a level-headed person. I don't understand people who don't like Pop. It's weird to me. That's weird.
No, you know who's milking money? Lonzo and his brother. I don't think Lonzo is milking money because he hasn't signed anything more than what he's already been doing, and he's hurt. My dude's had I forgot what his first injury was, but he had one injury, came back, got injured again. He had the surgery, going through rehab, and they tried to start ramping him up. Found out that the surgery wasn't successful, had to go back in and go give him another surgery. That's not his fault. That's the doctor's fault.
The medical, yeah.
Yeah, it's the medical staff, the doctors, the therapists, and all that they, because I talked about this last stream. So like I said, I don't remember what his injury is, but I know for sure like how an ACL works, because one of my good friends, he's a physical working on being a physical therapist. He works at a physical therapy office. He has had ACL surgery recently, and he had a similar thing happen. When you go through a surgery like that, and I'm sure it's with many other muscles and parts of the body, there's a certain range of motion and things that it's supposed to be able to do. So with the ACL surgery, you're supposed to be able to have full extension. If you're not able to have full extension, then your recovery either was wrong or the surgery was done wrong. And he did not. He didn't reach it. And it wasn't like a lot. Like, it wasn't a noticeable amount. It wasn't like his knee was bent like this. It's that it was just like that and not completely straight. Mm-hmm. And that caused him to have to go in under the knife again and have surgery again to fix that problem, and then restart that process again. And that's what happened to Lonzo. Yeah, that's what happened to Lonzo.
It doesn't say exactly what it was, but it was dealt with his left knee that he had the multiple surgery on. Mm-hmm. So he had a third surgery too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now that's crazy, man.
I feel bad for him. Like I said, he really is a good dude. He really is a good dude. And LaMelo, he's just been unfortunate with his ankles. To be honest, you know what I think LaMelo's problem is? I think it's similar to something like how I had, because LaMelo was very short through high school and everything, and then all of a sudden he had a crazy growth spurt out of nowhere. And from my experience with that, once you have that big growth spurt, it's not just that you got taller and your bones got bigger. Your tendons and ligaments have become more elastic, and can cause those injuries like he has with his ankles and stuff like that. That's why my knees, I've had both of my knees pop out of socket twice. I've had my ankle like my leg is here. My foot was turned this way, popped out. My thumb, if I push off the ground too hard, my thumb will literally just pop out, and I got to pop it back in. Now I'm not playing professional sports, so like I'm okay. I can just kind of deal with it. But if I'm having to like jump, throw, pass, shoot, do all this stuff all day, I'd be screwed. I wouldn't be able to function.
Yeah. The thing that bothered me the most about Kawhi is that I think it was his uncle that was kind of being his voice to the team when he was in San Antonio. Like he wasn't being open with the team. The uncle was doing the talking to the team. It wasn't like because he didn't have like true representation or something. And I was like,
I don't remember. I do remember hearing that.
It was something,
and it's always an uncle too, by the way, because it's the same thing with Zion. Like, because remember when all the rumors were coming out with Zion wasn't happy in New Orleans and all this, and he want his people wanted this. That was never Zion or his mom or his dad that have been the one. That was his uncle and cousins that were spreading all that nonsense because of what they wanted, not because of what Zion and his family wanted. Yeah, it turned out to be completely false.
That sucks. The half, and that can mess up your whole. That can mess up your career as whole because say something happens where Zion wants to get traded, other teams are like, well, we don't want to deal with all that extra.
I think he's nipped it in the butt now because we don't hear it anymore. But like that was a big thing in his first 2 years there. Like ever since he was drafted, they had tried to have people saying that he didn't want to be there, and it's like, shut up, dude. Like, like I said, that's why you can't bring everybody with you, man. You just can't.
You really can't. You really can't.
Zach said, I found out who's milking money. Cade Cunningham.
Why you say Cade Cunningham?
I mean, Pistons just suck. But I thought Cade was good his rookie year. But the Pistons suck so bad you don't even hear about him. Now you got the only people I've heard about is what Ivy and Durin are like the other two guys that are like pretty decent on that team, but their team just sucks. Everything sucks about them. They haven't been good since Chauncey was there. I forgot about Chauncey Billups. He was fun to watch too.
I was like, I'd take him on the Warriors. A stretch big like his size that can shoot.
He's similar build to like Paulo.
Let me see what it was. I'd take that dude for the squad. Yeah. He's a 35-36% for the regular season, 32% for career. That's you can definitely get that up to 39-40%. It says no. The issue was that they didn't take back Lonzo, and he wanted to play with Lonzo. Oh, you talking about the LaMelo? Was it LaMelo on the G League team? I thought he was still. D'Angelo. Yeah, sorry. Hold on.
With the Cade thing, what you're saying, you could definitely turn 36 to like 39, 40. Absolutely, with the right game plan and setting up good shots. Absolutely, you could. They didn't want the issue was that they didn't take back Lonzo, and he wanted to play with. Okay, you're saying he didn't want to. Yeah, you got something mixed up there. They didn't take back LiAngelo, and LaMelo wanted to play with him. Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, LiAngelo just wasn't good enough. I mean, let's just be honest. He just wasn't. And he knew he wasn't.
Is he in the G League?
I don't think he is anymore. I think he's doing something with fashion now. I think he's trying to like start a clothing brand, some shit.
Because there was a couple of games I remember seeing some highlights from on some random YouTube pages. He looked good in the G League, but I don't think he looked good enough to be in the pros. He looked good enough for the G League. And it's like there's nothing against that, nothing wrong with that. There's a couple of players who have played some extended years in the G League and made some decent money in the G League, but he's not NBA worthy. I don't believe that.
He doesn't even look like an NBA player.
No, he doesn't.
You just have it look. Some people can make that work, right? But you got to be really talented. Like Bane. Bane don't look like an NBA player, but he makes it work. LiAngelo don't look like an NBA player, and he does not make it work. Like he ain't. You said Zion was mad. I mean, what do you think he was mad about?
But
I know you come in
regardless if he matters,
negative
nothing he can
when the
do.
Pelicans comment and stuff, but Zion wasn't mad with what was going on. He was upset. I know he was like upset about how people were taking things like he was just trying to sit out on purpose, and that it like he wasn't actually hurt, and that he was just stealing money and stuff like that. I know who in things.
Is he really 6'5"? I didn't think he was 6'5".
D'Angelo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't look 6'5".
But he's short everywhere else. Like, does it say what his wingspan is? I feel like his wingspan was very small. Like when you think NBA player, you think you need long legs, long arms. Like he didn't have any of that. He just seemed square bodied. The Pistons went from bad boy Pistons to
a new team in February. That was February.
Okay. What, a G League team or out of country team?
Yeah, see, look at his averages in G League. Yeah. Why are you so loud? Muscle milk commercial.
Yeah, but look at some of the players that should be in the NBA and who are some that plays in the NBA. You have to give me an example, Zach. You have to give me an example. I mean, there's a lot of people that could possibly have a chance to be in the NBA still, but didn't take advantage of their opportunities. But a lot of people evaluate like the NBA players from a like very open view, right? Like, for instance, I got to keep going back to the Pelicans, because that's what I understand most. I don't want to go to somebody that I don't. But like, for instance, with Jordan Hawkins, everybody says Jordan Hawkins should get a lot more playing time, which I do think he should have got more. But he was a absolute liability on defense. And then when you talk about playoff basketball, where defense is way harder, people are full pressing and stuff like that, it becomes a liability. Even in his minutes that he got at the end of the game, whenever they decided to play him, and in game 4, whenever they played him, he got taken advantage of easily. He just wasn't ready for that moment. Like, just because players have talent doesn't mean that they're NBA. It's NBA talent. It's a very different thing. There's a difference. That's why there's a difference between college and NBA. It's such a different play style.
And also, what people don't always understand is some players do have the NBA talent to be a star. But when you come into the league, especially coming in certain teams that already has 1 or 2 stars, if there's already a future plan for that star and the team that they're building around them, there's sometimes no space for you. And in that situation, you can end up either going to another team or being cut, and people think, oh, he wasn't good. It wasn't that he wasn't good. There's no space for them.
Right. And the thing is, once you get signed
somebody right
somewhere,
now can go to a team like Detroit and yeah.
I was saying, it's like, say a team
and make a name for themselves.
Yeah, sorry, we're having that delay thing again. But say a team, say Team A wants Non as a player, right? Wants Non, but Team B gets Non first, right? Then they go and experiment with Non for 2 years, and things don't work out. Well, Team A already went on and tried to find a person that would be what we wanted from Non. So now Non gets dropped. Well, why would they go back and go grab him? Like, they've already filled that hole. There's ins and outs about it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. But look at some of the players. Okay, all right. Heat Pack, you going to enjoy South Dakota. You was riding, you flying Spirit Airlines or Frontier to get you better. Hope you don't have duct tape. 3, 2, 1, Cancun.
Okay, just for Trey, hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3, 2,
1, 2, 3. Cancun! Come on.
Said Corey Kispert should be in G League, or he's in the G League. He'd be better than Joel Embiid when he gets trapped. So you're telling me a guy from the G League would be better than the reigning MVP, regardless of not whether anybody thought that is deserved or not. Like, that's what you're trying to say to me. Then you say, I mean, he could play because Ben Simmons plays. I don't think Ben Simmons deserves. I don't think Ben Simmons should be a part of the NBA team any longer. But Ben Simmons out of college, he was the rookie of the year, and he had a very good run up until that playoff thing where he just shit the bed. He did it to himself. But like before that, he was a great defensive guard. He was a great slasher at the basket. He was tall for a point guard as well. There's a lot of good things about Ben Simmons. I don't know why his confidence went down the drain like it did. You can tell it in his play. He's not confident anymore, and he shoots like he has no confidence. He drives like he has no confidence. He plays basketball like he does not trust himself. And you can't do that when you're in your own head.
I was going to say Ben Simmons is a prime example as to how not only social media, but the people on your team and in your organization can destroy a single person's mindset, confidence, personal beliefs, everything. They destroyed his mentality. So when him going to the Nets, having an opportunity, of course it's not going to work out fully because he kind of reverted back to that mindset. I think he honestly needs to take a break from the NBA, sit with psychiatrists for however long he has to do, and work it out, because that's a mental thing. I think it's too far gone for him now. That's the problem. It's too far gone. He should have done that immediately after he left Philly instead of putting him into a situation where he played with a team with KD, Harden, and Kyrie. He put himself in that spot. Well, actually, he went into that spot and he replaced Kyrie, not literally, but he came in, Kyrie went out, so it's like the weight was even heavier. And that's another reason why I have an issue with Embiid, because Embiid, as the leader of that team at that point, to do that, to talk in front of the crowd and blame him for it, you lost so much respect from me. Like, you lost respect. That was a whole move right there, personally. That was a whole move.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, just go back on the social media thing too. It's like, a lot of people don't. Yeah. People be talking about these athletes as if they're not humans. It like blows my mind. Mm-hmm. It they're just some type of object, and they expect perfection out of them 24/7. Like they can have a full month of playing good basketball, then have one bad game, and then everybody on social media is going to dog them for that one bad game, or that one bad moment, or that one bad play for forever, and the highlight reel will be sent there. You're also getting DMs of unaliving threats and different things like that, and it's so easy from the outside to be like, yeah, I wouldn't let those negative comments affect me. I know better. But once you read so much of it, it's really easy to get taken over. Like, I mean, even with our channel, like, I know when I'm in a bad mood, if I go and look at comments, I've learned now if I'm in a bad mood to stay off of it, because we get negative comments and we don't even have that big of a following. Like, imagine millions of people, and we still get negative comments every handful that are like just mean, just rude, just for no reason. You don't even know me or know not. Yeah. Imagine being in the limelight like they are. Yeah, it'd be tough, man.
I 100% agree.
Zach said, "Did you guys forget that he dated Kardashian? Everyone that dates him ends up sucking." I mean, that is true. I will agree with that one.
I will agree with that. There is something that they do that sucks the soul of athletes. Literally, I think Booker is the next one in line. I don't know. He's been dwindling and fading. He's been fading lately. So
the only person that I think the only person I think that's ever benefited from dating a Kardashian was Pete Davidson. Kanye's went off the wall, even though he might have been going off before then. I mean, Reggie was okay, but like he started fading as well when he dated her. Devin, Ben.
What's old boy that played for the Nets? The dude that played for the Nets.
Oh,
he dated. He was with Kim. He played with the Nets. I forgot his name, but I feel like after they separated, did he get kicked out the league the same moment? Because never heard about him ever again.
It might
Ever again. He was actually playing in the league. He was actually playing. He wasn't a bench player. He was playing.
Nope was the dad.
Odom,
yeah.
Odom's kind he said Nope was the dad. The dad for what we talking about? I don't know.
Odom just went off the rail in general, bro. Like he started having the drug problem and everything.
It's a bad thing about like a guy I know in Central California is like Odom's like best friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember talking to him. I haven't talked to him in a minute. But there's a lot of things I've heard about Odom, but only because I know that guy. And I was like, I know he was like in it, like, because him and Odom are like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're actually like that. Anytime Odom needed him, he would leave Fresno and be out on the plane, like, as soon as he needed him. And so, you could always tell, I remember talking to him, you could always tell, like, he was so close to him that when Odom was going through it, he was actually hurting. That's how close they were, you know?
Yeah, that's a good friendship, man.
Oh, I believe it. Odom was deep into the drugs, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a good friendship, man. We'll celebrate that and not the other stuff. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It sucks, bro. Like I said, that pressure is crazy, man. It's like, like you said, all your dreams come true, and it can happen right once you get in the league, or it can happen as you get out because of whatever emotions you're going through. I mean, everybody has a like factory reset of like how they think how they grew up with how life was. And like you deal with things in weird ways sometimes, man. That's why it's important to have a good group of people around you. That keep you in the right place. Yeah,
was it really?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. Odom was in Death Star. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I seen that too.
That's funny. I still can't believe the Clippers got smacked like that, though.
No, two blowouts, man. What 30?
That's crazy.
It's got 30 over 30 points.
Technically, it's probably
both 30 points games.
A lot worse if they would have brought in the second string a lot earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 34 points. Boston wins, send Miami home. Dallas wins by exactly 30.
What
I mean, Clippers got
the Boston game?
Damn. 84, 118. I hadn't looked at the box score to see what actually happened.
I'm surprised with how
Hero just couldn't shoot.
I didn't even. I saw a course a little bit before. Yeah, like 15 or something like that, or 17 points, something like that.
Yeah, 15, but he went 6 for 19. Adebayo had 23. He had 23, but he shot 10 for 26. I mean, when your two stars that are taking all your shots are shooting, what's that? Hero shot less than 30%, and Bam shot just over 30%. Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah. What's Odom on that show that builds you fish tanks? Was he on there? I know I've seen Whiteside on there. They used to play for Miami.
I never got into that show. I watched a couple episodes, but I never binged it.
I used to watch it every once in a while. I haven't watched it. It's been a minute since I watched it. Did you see that Luka had a flu game tonight? He was injured. He was partially injured. He has a knee injury. If he's sick, I didn't know that, but I know he has a knee injury. You could tell because the way he was moving. But he still looked good. Mm-hmm. He still played his style of game. He wasn't as active on the dribble, but his step back game was there.
Ripped to LA Clippers. They moved to Inglewood.
Well, they've always kind of been in Inglewood.
Are they in Inglewood? Yeah, I was about to say they are.
Usually always that. Yeah.
I guess now Crypto Arena
is built on the old casino, which is in Inglewood. I used to live there.
Crypto Arena's in Inglewood, isn't it?
I believe it's technically in Inglewood. Yeah. One Way Vibes, what's good? Hope you always be successful and be the best sports YouTuber. Well, thank you so much for that.
The
We appreciate
address,
that.
the,
We hope
the
you give
address
great
says
vibes
Los
wherever you go,
Angeles.
brother. Or sister.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, family? It says it's in Los Angeles, but
Yeah,
I
think their
always
new
heard that it
stadium's
was
close to
in
the airport.
Inglewood. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Well, yeah, they
so-
never they don't put they don't emphasize Inglewood like they used to before. When it used to be the Forum, when it used to be the Great Western Forum, they always
Yeah.
emphasize in Inglewood. But when they changed everything, they stopped emphasizing Inglewood because Inglewood has a bad connotation to it.
The only reason why I even knew that or figured that was because I used to watch not Pimp My Ride. I used to watch that too, but that's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of it's that short white dude that tricks out the cars for like different celebrities and athletes. West Coast Customs. And
West Coast Customs? Yeah.
they started in Inglewood, and they would say how
Yeah.
the stadium's not that far from here. They don't like to talk about it.
Mhm.
Whatever. Inglewood gets a bad rep, yada yada. That was always like a talking point in their first like season or two.
But they were right though, because I mean, I lived in LA for a while. Yes, there's gangs there, but I traveled solo through Los Angeles in a Camaro. So if I could travel there, and the reason why people get into situations is because they don't know how to carry themselves when they're in somebody else's house. If you learn how to carry yourself in somebody else's house and respect their place, you won't have issues.
Sometimes it's random, but most of the time it's not instigated. You know what I mean? One Way said, "What is your favorite sports?" Well, my favorite sport is probably basketball. Basketball has been my favorite sport to play. When I was younger, it was the first sport that I really dove into like the stats and analytic wise and stuff like that. Second to that would probably be the NFL, and third for me is actually pretty open. Like I really don't know anymore after watching so many different sports over the last several months with everybody. Like it used to be baseball, but I'm sorry, then it became soccer as I got a little bit older because I played it a bunch. I've really enjoyed watching the NRL since we started doing this. I'm starting to really like cricket. I'm ready to watch some live games, which we're planning on doing soon. So my third spot's open. What about you, Nun? What's your top three? Yeah, top three.
Yeah, maybe. So it says crypto is actually in downtown Los Angeles. So I only been there once, so I don't remember. That was 2007. So yeah, that'll tell you how long ago it's been. As far as sports, when I was younger, my favorite sport was baseball. So it would be baseball, basketball, football, because football wasn't in Oakland anymore. They had moved. But I've always been a Raiders fan. Love it. Getting older, it's a balance between football and basketball because I enjoy watching them both so much. As far as they would be tied for first, and then baseball is like a 3, but it's a far down 3 because I just don't watch as much as I used to.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of pain with my organization. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an A's fan, and knowing that the owner doesn't care about the sport itself, he just wants to make money off the team, and he uses it as a tax write-off. It's hard to really love that sport again. But I really enjoyed hockey. I have enjoyed watching cricket. Some of the games I've watched on Hulu have been interesting to watch, and just learning about new sports has been probably the best thing about being on this channel. Learning different things we've never seen before, or even just seeing them and not understanding it, but not having a small understanding has made it fun, you know?
Look, even though Nate doesn't come around anymore, shout out Nate for making it, basically persuading us to get onto this venture, because we probably never would have thought of it, you know? So it definitely is a big thing. And same thing with you. That's why the third is like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't like where I'm from. One Way, there is the only 2 professional league teams we have is football and basketball. So like, I don't have a third at all. So I mean, there was baseball teams that I liked and stuff like that, which is, normally your main top 3 in the United States. Not sure where you're from, One Way, but So like my third, it's like I like baseball. I enjoyed it a bit when I was a kid, but I never like fell in love with it. I've honestly at this point, I've probably watched more, maybe not more NRL games, but I've definitely watched more NRL footage than I ever have baseball.
Hmm.
And cricket is getting up there now too. If I watch a couple of games,
yeah.
cricket will be up there because I've
Yeah.
definitely watched more highlights of cricket than I have of baseball. The most baseball highlights I got was like ESPN, run throughs on Sports Center.
Yeah. And I've watched more baseball in person than anything. I was a diehard A's fan.
That's
I
a
used to
whole
go to the
different
games
experience.
all the time. Yeah. To see baseball in person is so different than seeing baseball, on the screen. But I love baseball. I love it. I just have a love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah.
It says, what do you say? How many? Oh, Trey says how many teams that play in crypto? So you have the Lakers, you have the Clippers, you have I think the Sparks play there, and I think the Kings play there
as well. Yep.
I think the Kings play there as well. Yeah.
But
And
the Clippers
I don't know
will
if the college
be
team
moving.
plays there.
No.
I don't know if either one of them play there.
It doesn't say.
They were
that
just talking about that during the game. How the building is actually pretty big. So they say when they were flying in, they thought they were going to hit the building because I guess the building is near the airport. Which I'm trying to think where that's at because I used to work by the airport. So I was like, where the hell they've had to demolish a couple things. But it says thanks for your feedback, bro. Love you too. One way. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for the question. Zach Taylor says funny. You need to look up the inside of the NBA. What about the inside? They did a video on YouTube about the Heat going fishing. Oh. They probably said something crazy. I'll probably catch it when we get off here because I'll probably be up for a little while. Said Cricket World Cup official anthem Cal release Hoka. I'm a little lost, but we have talked about Cricket World Cup, of course. Zach had to take a phone call, but we know they have the ICC. Is it ICC or is that what it's called? ICC World Cup. They have the stuff in New York and the stuff in Texas, Dallas, Texas area. We have discussed going to the matchups in Texas, which hopefully we can go. The New York one is out of it for us. It's too expensive to go to New York for either one of us. Neither of us are in the same state, so Zach would have to come from Louisiana to go to Texas. I'm in Texas, so my favorite sport is cricket. Cricket player is Messi. There's a Messi in that cricket. Says, what did you say? Wait, it's going to hit the arena? No, they were saying that the building is so big that when they were flying into the airport, it looked like they were going to hit the arena. The stadium for the Clippers, because Clipper Stadium is mostly done. I think it should be ready before next season. Because they broke ground last year, or I think it was last year.
Sorry, I'm back.
I think it was last year. You're fine.
I don't know what question you're at.
So, use the restroom. Be back.
Let's see. I'm not sure what non-answer. So I'm just gonna read up and then I'll respond to whatever he just said. He said you need to look up the inside the NBA. You need to look up the inside the NBA, like the television program. Like, what you talking about? They did a video on YouTube about the Heat going fishing. I feel like I remember that. One thing, super random. I haven't even talked to Non about it. I don't think it'll be anything. I have a good friend of mine that runs a fishing charter down in Grand Isle, Louisiana, and I think it's their second or third annual fishing rodeo, and they do like sponsors and stuff like that. Any of y'all big into like fishing, like as a sport, not just like casually fishing? Any of y'all get into that? I thought about reaching out to them. It's not that much to do a sponsor or to have a team. I think when you pay for a sponsor, you also get an entry into the rodeo. You get your logo on the brand flag or whatever, and you get some other bonuses and stuff like that. I thought about doing it for our channel. I'm just not big into fit. Well, I am big into fishing, but I'm not good at it. Like I like fishing, but I'm not good at it. I might have to look into that a bit. One way said Cricket World Cup official anthem Kyle release Hoga. That's the anthem. Okay, cool, man. I know Nonpfixion, which I'll post his link to his channels here in the chat. He does do some music reviews and different things like that on his personal channel at youtube.com/nonpfixion. If you want to recommend something, go to his channel, and in any of his comments, just go and put the title of the song, and if he's able to, he can. You also said my favorite sport is cricket, and your favorite player is Messi. Okay, cool, man, cool. Yeah, cricket has become fun to watch, man. It's not. Look, I'll be honest with you, and like I think I even said it in like the earliest video that we did of cricket. Like I wasn't sure how I would like it because, like I said, I enjoy baseball, but I wasn't in love with it. I know cricket has some similarities to it, but it's definitely a different sport. But I just wasn't sure how I'd be into that style of play because, again, like I really didn't even play it that much. I played it till I was about I played baseball till I was like 9 years old. And then other than that, it was just like with some friends in the yard. But it's definitely been fun. And then Messi's dope, man. I love Messi. I've actually watched him play live in the Gold Cup back in 2015 Gold Cup. I watched him play in Houston, Texas against the U.S. team. And it was really cool experience. I think he scored. I think he either had a goal or an assist. I can't remember exactly. It was also my first ever professional soccer match ever. Like I hadn't watched any MLS or anything like that. So it was super cool. We had a bunch of guys that were behind us in a row behind us. They were all from Argentina that have flew out to make it for the game. And but there's a group of like grown men, grown adults that were probably like eight deep, 8 or 9 people. And when he walked down the field, they just started crying, and like you realize how important like he is and that sport is to them. It was really cool. It was really cool. Treywave say, wait, it's going to hit the arena. What's going to hit the arena? One Way says, what is your best moment in life? Oh my God. All right, One Way. I'm gonna have to think about that one, but I'll come back to it. I don't have kids or anything, so I don't have a scapegoat answer for that. So I'll have to think about it. Can you get like a more specific, like not less than like a best moment, like maybe best sports moment or best like success moment? Like I don't know. Zach said these people pay a lot and have expensive equipment. You just have to ask him the role. Pay a lot and have expensive equipment. You just have what are you talking about, Zach? I'm not sure what you're talking about, brother. I might have missed something, or maybe a video, or maybe a comment got removed somehow, but I'm not sure what you're talking about on who pays a lot and who has expensive equipment. Trey said 1:30 and a Law and Order is on. Law and Order is always on. He said the official anthem of Cricket World Cup will be released tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's exciting. Do y'all know who the artist is going to be? Who's going to be the performer or singer? So, what team in cricket do you support? One Way. Who's your favorite team? Where are you from exactly? Are you from? We have a wide variety of cricket people. We have a couple people from India that come in. We have some people from Australia. We have had a couple people from like Pakistan, West Indies that have came through. Where do you locate? You said I'm from Pakistan. Oh, okay, cool, man. So did you watch our Babar Azam video? I know a lot of people were mad at us because they said that highlight reel wasn't that good of one to react to him. so for you to know one way, so before we created this referral link, which I'll post in the comments in just a second, people would say, oh, react to this player, react to that player. And so we would just Google search or YouTube search a video on them and then just pick the one that was reacted to the most. And then we go with it because we're not going to watch it to see if it's good, you know, because then that would ruin the reaction. We just run with it and post it. And a lot of people said that he's had a lot better performances and that one was average. So people were mad about that. If you ever do have a video that you'd like us to check out, I'm gonna drop a link here in the comments. You can click that and fill it out. And what you do is you'll just put in a direct YouTube link. And if we are able to, like if we're allowed to, if YouTube allows us to react to it, then we will. And if they do not, then we'll reach out to you and let you know, hey, this was not allowed to be reacted to. Do you have another one? Or hey, we can't react to this one, but we found this one. Is this good? He said, yeah, Babar Azam is my favorite. That's awesome, man. Trey says, I was on a jury duty case to see who was guilty or not guilty, so I used my law and order degree. I've never had jury duty, but I think it's because I don't think I'm registered to vote, and I think that's why I've never had jury duty.
Oh, I had it as soon as I turned 18.
Well, we had to. Oh, as soon as you did, see, I missed the day of class when we had when we were registering to vote. I missed that day of class, and I never went in and did it. So,
yeah,
I need to
turned
go.
18, and like 2 weeks later, I got summoned.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was it an interesting one at least?
I mean, kinda. It was more so like a guy who had a streetwalker basically, and they had to prove that when they got caught, that was considered public, and the term public is defined by certain parameters, and so because where they were at, even though it was in the public
area,
it wasn't public because people don't walk that way a lot.
Oh,
it wasn't even private property. Just they were in a dead end that was cut off by train tracks.
Oh,
so people don't walk on that street. Yeah, so because it's not considered public by that definition, we couldn't get him to be guilty on that terminology. They had to find another way to get him, but that way we said not guilty because of the definition of public.
Cool. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, because they
I didn't know that was I didn't know that's how it worked until I did that case.
Yeah, because one of my buddies that I go shoot pool with every now and then, he actually had one not the other day that was for it ended up getting moved to like an extreme murder trial and stuff like that. And he was like, bro, he was insane. He like went down and broke it all down. It was cool. And then I used to train a lawyer, and so he'd always come and like tell me about all kind of like crazy cases. He was a character. He was a character. He used to try to get me to buy you ever seen the ads for like bird dog clothing? Yeah. So he was a big advocate for bird dog clothing before it was a big thing. Like nobody knew about it. And my dude, he was I don't know what the appropriate way to say this stuff anymore, because I'm not even trying to say it insulting. I'm sure you can assume what I'm trying to say, so I'll just leave it at that. I don't know what the appropriate term is. But he was just so funny, bro. He's so adamant about it. He'd be all like, it's like, you gotta get these trousers, man. He's like, look, I'm telling you, there's loose everywhere. He goes, and they look busy. He said, I wear them to court cases sometimes, and they can't tell a difference. He goes, but it feels better than sweatpants. And I'm like,
that's funny.
Right,
that's funny.
I was like, I'll give you some, man. He's like, he would send me links every time there'd be a sale. He'd be like, Zach, go get this, bro.
Thank you, One Way Vibes. Like he said, all chat members subscribe and like Real Fan Sports. Appreciate you. I think when people, because it always gets when people say subscribe, I think that's YouTube automatic. I don't remember putting the word subscribe in there to be stopped. I don't remember putting that in there. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I have to check. If I did, I'll take it off.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
I know when Trey says it does him too, and I know when Mozzie does it does his too as well. Prince Pandy, what's cracking?
What's happening, family?
Says, are you watch T20 World Cup in stadiums?
Trying to.
Yeah, it's part of a hopeful plan. Fingers crossed that we actually get to go see at least one matchup, at least one match.
Yeah, we are. I know a lot of people want us to try to go and watch the India-Pakistan game out in New York. That one's just not possible for us. It's too far away. We're on the other side of the country.
Yeah, flights alone is $300 per person. So round trip.
Yeah, and New York is very expensive, let alone the stay, and those tickets are a lot higher. But we are hoping to go to a game in Grand Prairie, Texas. We know it's not as big of an event or as big of a stadium, but we are hoping to check out those. We're trying to decide between U.S. versus Canada or U.S. versus Pakistan, and hopefully we can find one that works. I mean, we're in contact with some people trying to see if we can get some special accesses and different stuff. It's just a thing of time and money. Just think of time and money.
Yeah. The first game is the U.S. Canada, right?
Yes, first game is U.S. Canada.
The U.S. Pakistan is Friday or Saturday.
Birthday. Yeah, the first game is the weekend of your sister's birthday. The Pakistan one is, I think it's on Thursday of that week.
Okay.
So, but those are doable, and we are going to try our best. We're going to try our best to be able to go. We stone away some stuff. What we're suggesting to everybody is to share our channel. Share our channel. Tell everybody about it. I don't know if you're on like a Discord or if you're on a Reddit page or anything like that allows you to promote different channels, people that react to cricket content. Share it on there.
Or
as you help us grow.
Forum.
Yeah.
If you're in a sports forum on Facebook, share it in there. Yes, share it in there. Especially our really hard takes that people don't like. Share those in there. That'll get the most clicks.
Don't get yourself banned from a server or a forum or anything like that.
Yeah, don't get banned.
As our community grows and as as these things happen, it allows us to do a lot more. Like all the things that y'all want us to do are all things that we would love to do. Like we would love to be able to go to New York and go watch that game. We know
awesome.
that
that'd be awesome.
It's a great opportunity, but it's money wise, it's just not feasible.
Yeah.
Trey says, at first I want to skip jury duty. Jury, not Jerry. Why do you keep spelling Jerry, Trey? You're making me angry. But I remember I don't want to go to jail. The case was juicy. Yep, don't go to jail. I don't know if you go to jail.
You only go to jail when
you'll have a warrant and you just pay it off. Or not even a warrant. You'll probably have a, what's it called? It's called, it's not a
it'll
flag.
Probably be a warrant.
Is it a warrant?
It'll probably be a warrant. It'll probably be a warrant. Because that's like that's something everybody, you have to do. You have no choice. Unless you have like a college student get away with it if they especially doing college out of where they normally normal residence. They can get off of it. Military can get off of it. Like pregnant women can get off of it. And then some teachers can. But for the most part, if you're in that town, you're supposed to serve, unless when you go through the picking process, the lawyers for either side, they take you off the thing because you don't agree with
or if you have relations somehow. Because my buddy, his uncle is a lawyer or a judge or something, so he always gets called up, but then always gets denied because he's related, even though he doesn't talk to the guy, but he's related. What's up, Sarav Rain? How you doing, my brother? Said definitely do not go to USA versus Canada as your first game. Well, this is the thing, Sarav. It's like we know we've heard those jokes before too. Now it is the opening game, which could be, I don't know if they're going to do any special ceremony. And the bottom line is the stadium in Grand Prairie, where those games will be happening in Texas. It's only 6,000 maximum capacity there anyway. It's not like we're going to get a true world experience, but just to be able to go and see a game in person, like I love watching games live, and it would just be a special moment. It's also at a better time for us because it's in the evening time, so I can drive there that day, get a hotel room, watch the
Yeah.
game, drive back home the next day. Whereas the other one's at like 10 a.m. So I'd have to get 2 night stay. It's just the logistics of it.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're gonna have fun because we don't know what to look for other than what we've reacted to. You know,
Absolutely nothing. I have no idea.
Right. We're not obviously not gonna get like or probably won't get the crazy highlights that we reacted to. You know, we're seeing some of the best things happening, but you know, we'll actually be able to see what a game looks like, what that experience is, watching a whole game in person. It's just it's a must. So
Yeah.
hopefully it works. Trey said, "Can I mod on Facebook, bro? We barely have the Facebook up and running right now." So
Yeah, I have I told Zach about it. I'm working on a Real Fan Sports page, but I don't know if there's a mod for that. I don't know if you can be a mod.
I don't know how that works either. My lips are so chapped.
Send me a friend request on Facebook, Trey. I know you see me because I've seen your page pop up, so you've had to see my page pop up.
That's funny because especially because your actual name isn't nonfiction. I don't know how he came across it.
And even my name on there, you might see my real name, but my actual it deals with my old radio name. Because I only did it for it's my old radio name.
Prince said, "What's your thoughts on IPL?" So I can't give any thoughts, Prince, because I don't know the game yet. You know, I don't want to lie to you and just say, "Oh, it's great" or "Oh, it's bad," because I have nothing to back it up. What I can tell you is that we finally found a way to watch some live cricket matches, and we know the IPL just started up like a couple weeks ago, a month ago, something like that, or at least just got juicy because people started messaging us about it. And we do plan on doing some live streams for games. And so what those will look like is we'll have a similar thing set up how we have here with the team names, the scores, all that stuff, the arena. But it'll be more just watching and enjoying it, asking you guys, then talking to you guys, asking you guys questions, trying to get help to, you know, really understand this game. You know, that's our big goal. I know a lot of people try to fuss at us. They're like, "Oh, y'all don't really understand what's going." It's like, no, like we don't. Like, we're not trying to fake like we do, but we are interested in it. And the only way you can truly learn is by watching it. It was the same with the NRL for us. Now we have some people, whereas 2 years ago we reacted to the NRL, they thought we were idiots. Now they say that we should be announcing it. It's like,
so that's pretty cool.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We won't just be the average Joe Blows that are Americans reacting to cricket. That's not what we want to be. We want to actually know the sport and be able to give actual opinions about what we're watching and not just, "Oh, that's cool."
Very true. Very true. Yeah, we do need a Twitter community. Yeah, we do actually. That's going to come in time.
Mm-hmm. All of it will. That's one thing we got to start promoting more. And we'll talk to you a little